This time we'll be introducing our seniors for the 2021 football season. Coach Peter Sturzma and the program would like to honor 18 seniors today and thank them for their contributions both on and off the field of play. They led the Flying Dutchman to a 24-5 record in their careers, one MIAA championship thus far, and one NCAA Division III playoff berth so far in their playing careers.
Can you hear me, Dan?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our seniors in numerical order. Receiver, Amari Hardy from Muskegon, Michigan.
Yes, sir.
Major is psychology. Hope football has meant a lot to Amari, impacted him in many ways, but the one way it has impacted him the most is through the bonds he was able to develop with guys over the years that will last a lifetime, long after football. Walking with Amari today is father and mother Ed and Brianna Hardy. Number 10, quarterback Joey Stark from Troy, Michigan. Major in public accounting and business. The Hope College football program is giving Joey some of his best friends and memories he could ever hope for in college. In his time as a Hope College football player, he's been able to grow as an athlete, and more importantly, as a person and a leader. You'll be ever grateful for the many teammates, coaches, and support staff who have cared about his success both on and off the field. Walking with Joey today, Chris Stark and Patty Stark. Number 12, safety Brandon Showers from Mason, Michigan, a business major. Football has taught Brandon many life lessons about how to be a great leader and great person. Experiences have been fun. He's had an amazing 5 years, something he wouldn't trade for the world. He wants to thank everyone in this organization, from coaches to trainers and teammates, for all their help, guidance, and friendship. Walking with Brandon today, Kirk and Kathy Showers. Number 14, cornerback David Clark from Sterling Heights, Michigan. Major sociology with a criminal justice emphasis. Hope football has given David the opportunity to meet what he believes will be lifelong friends and to compete at a very high level. Walking with him today, Damon and Sherilyn Clark. Long snapper, Mickle Merritt. Mount Pleasant, Michigan is his home. He's a psychology major. Hope football has shown him that he's capable of giving more effort than personally he had ever thought possible. Off-season conditioning at 5 a.m., 4 days a week. Builds character in an incredible way and teaches him how to dig deep. Walking in today, Tracy, his mom, and Scott, his dad. Number 17, receiver Ryder Smith from Grand Haven, Michigan. Special ed major. Football has given Ryder bonds and friendships that will last for a very long time. The day he stepped foot in this program, he was welcomed with open arms and shaped into the best human possible. Walking with Ryder today is father Nate Smith and mother Jen Smith. Quarterback Trevor Sutton from Bay City, Michigan, majoring in mechanical engineering. Football has taught Trevor the importance of building relationships with teammates both on and off the field. He thinks what makes football great here at Hope College is our ability to come together as a team and share common desires to want to be the best. Walking with Trevor today is parents Tyler and Deanna Sutton. Number 33, Toby Holst from Caledonia, Michigan, psychology major. Football has impacted Toby by giving him lasting friendships as well as teaching him lessons that he'll take with him for the rest of his life. Walking with Toby today is parents Tim and Susie Holst.
Check. Can you hear us? Hi, Belinda. How are you? Congratulations.
Number 41, defensive lineman Jordan Reasoner from Goodrich, Michigan. Jordan is an exercise science major. Hope College football team has impacted his life for the best. It's all about the brotherhood. He's gained friendships that will last a lifetime and loved every second of our football program. One of his favorite memories of the team was in the 2019 season, going down to Trine and beating them 51-0 on their homecoming. Walking with Jordan today, Mom and Dad, Shelley and Mike Riesener.
Yeah. I'm Harry Reeser. I'm Howard Chase.
Number 45, Riley Schultz from Grant, Michigan, a business major. Football has helped Riley grow not only as an athlete and student, but as a person. He's thankful for all the brothers that he's gained during his time playing here at Hope College and for the coaches who have helped shape him to the man he is today. Speaking of that, he says he won't miss the 5 a.m. workouts with Margaret's wearing Thunderstruck by AC/DC, but he will forever bleed orange and blue. Walking with Riley today is Dad, Ryan Schultz, and his mom, Jenny Schultz. Number 53, linebacker Jeremiah Purnell from Dorr, Michigan, psychology major. Hope football has made Jeremiah a huge impact in his life and taught him the value of friendships, connections, and battling through adversity. It has made him a better man on and off the field, taught him respect and how to be a good guy to everyone. He wouldn't trade what he's learned here for anything in the world. Walking with Jeremiah Unmi Purnell and Eric Purnell and Sarah Vanderveen.
Yeah, Co's 6-2. I don't know if you knew that.
Number 58, offensive lineman Chris Roxroth. Chris is from Farmington Hills, Michigan, a bioelectrical engineering major. Football has taught him the best things in life come from hard work and dedication. In his 4 years, he's learned his value as a human does not lie in his athletic performance, but the impressive people with whom he surrounds himself and the love and support he and others pass on to others. Coach Stursman's push to bring in speakers with new perspectives has taught him the value of learning that he can acquire from others and promote what he believes in. Walking with Chris today is mother and father, Deb and Dave Rexroth.
If we lose, Aaron, we suddenly root for Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
Number 64, offensive lineman Brady Aiding from Hamilton, Michigan, business and classical studies majors. The Hope College football program has given Brady incredible memories. It's taught him the value of hard work and the power of team. It has also taught him how to battle adversity and success on the other sides of the struggle. He's most thankful for is the friends that Hope football has given him and the relationships that last a lifetime. Walking with Brady today is Dad, Chad Aiding, and Mom, Alicia Aiding. Number 72, offensive lineman Jacob Robinson from Boyne City, Michigan, biology major. Hope College football has impacted me as a man of God, student, and friend, says Jacob. He's been able to grow in these aspects of life through Hope College. We've made lifelong friendships and relationships that he cherishes very much, and he's proud to have been a part of this great program. Walking with Jacob, Galen, and Barbara Robinson.
Let's get this.
Number 85, tight end Lucas Leak from Lansing, Michigan. Public accounting and business majors. The Hope College football program has given him lifelong skills that will help him in future endeavors. It also has given him lifelong brothers and resources that he can come back to in any situation or time. Walking with Lucas today is Mom, Erica Cantu, and Dad, Alvin Leak. Number 94, defensive end Drew Althouse. From Ludington, Michigan, a business major. Hope College football has given him a group of like-minded friends. They lived together, worked together, played together, creating bonds that'll last a lifetime. The team has taught him the value of pursuing common goals, the conference championship, and the effort it inspires. We've known defeat, we've worked all the harder because of it. We've also known victory and enjoyed it all the more because of what it cost. Walking with Drew today, his sister, Emma Althouse. And last but not least, our student assistant coaches, Tice Vandergoot from Hudsonville, Michigan, social studies, secondary education majors. The Hope College football program has given Tice lifelong skills that will help him in future endeavors. It has also given him lifelong brothers and resources that he come back to in any situation or time. Walking with Tice today, his parents, Greg and Beth Vandergoot. And last but not least, student manager Joe Vespianzi from Canton, Michigan. Biomedical and biochemical engineering. Hope football has given him ways to continue to be involved in the game of football since hanging up his cleats after high school 4 years ago. When people ask what I do, I tell them I have the best job on campus. It wouldn't be possible with all the great players and coaches Joe has had the opportunity to work with during his time here at Hope College. Walking with Joe today, his parents, John and Laura Vespazano. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, those are your 2021 Hope College Flying Dutchman seniors. Congratulations and thanks to our senior class.
If they win today, they will set up a showdown next weekend against trying for the championship. But make no mistake about it, this game is going to be vital, and it's going to be a tough one. And there's a lot of high-powered offense on both sides of the field. It's going to be a jam.
Yeah, the 16 Hope College senior players just being honored along with their families here. We'll talk a little bit more about that in our pregame show. But this rivalry goes back to 1926. In every other sport, Hope's biggest rival is Calvin. Calvin doesn't play football. Albion is Hope's Calvin in football. They played each other 92 times. Albion is the one school that Hope does not have a winning record against, but Hope has won the last 4 meetings against the Britons.
Yes, they have, and we've had some close games over the last several years, but the last game they played was back in 19, and Hope blew out Albion 52-33, but in that game, Hope was down 13-7 halfway through the second quarter. Well, then the offense scores 24 straight, defense took over, a lot of points on the board, too much talent on Albion to keep them down year in and year out, but it was a big win for the Flying Dutchman and a rare winning streak against these Britons, 4 straight.
Well, we got a beautiful day for football. Hardly a cloud in the sky.
So
we
you
got
think you have a second guy
blue
coming?
sky and an orange sun. Perfect colors for Hope College today. We're going to come back with more of our pregame show after this. You're listening to Hope Football on the Lakeshores 92.7 The Van and 92.7thevan.com. Alan Babbitt sent an interview in. He emailed. Because Alan sent out an MP3 because I got a copy of it.
Alright, so
Okay.
All right.
Well, if it's not in, we'll just,
We'll vamp.
we got plenty to talk
see if
about.
Trent gets here, and then obviously we have the
Neil, these different styles. I'll take both. I'll take. Oh, okay.
What? No ginger bacon from cream? Sorry.
Matt's here.
Oh, let's go. What's up, man?
Hey, Matt. So you guys are gonna throw the commercials like between quarters?
Okay.
Welcome back to Ray and Sue Smith Stadium. Hope College taking on Albion today. The 92nd all-time meeting between the Dutchmen and the Britons. The rivalry that goes back to 1926.
It's a beautiful
Hope comes into the game today 4-0 in the MIAA, currently in sole position of first place. They are 7-1 overall. Hope coming off a 27-3 win last week at Alma, and Mike, this is a game that Alma hung in there most of the way, but Hope poured out the Scotsman second half with the running game, and their defense last week, this week before against the Canadians, was just a stationary
Yeah, the defense, the most experienced side of football coming into the season. Stepped up the last 2 weeks.
You have 10 minutes to respond.
With 3 stops in the red zone, even against an Alma team that really couldn't mount an offense too hard to the Southern defense. The secondary was outstanding for Hope. Really, MIAA and fewest passing yards allowed. So that just shows you what kind of pedigree they brought to the game. It was amazing. They held Alma to 139 yards of total offense. And here's the stat that we thought was really impressive. Just 1 third down conversion all day for the Scots, and that says something for your defense. It was just that type of day.
Man,
And Hope, on the other hand,
Got
you know, they moved the football pretty well. 407 yards, kind of like the season average.
How's life?
graduate in December.
Okay.
So finished up last week.
Cool.
Pretty good, man. I live out in Camp City right now. It's a little bit of a commute. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Why are you doing that?
They have a hosting thing where if you like host 3 or 4 retreats a month, they're free.
Nice.
It's a pretty good deal.
That's huge.
The commute kind of sucks.
Wish I would have known about that in college.
Yeah.
Holy cow. That's crazy.
But it's a lot cheaper than paying for housing.
For sure.
So,
Yeah. That's awesome.
Big classes, doing a bit of this video services stuff on the side. And how about you?
Just teaching. I teach at Jenison. I graduated at 20, so it's my second year out, and then teach English at Jenison. That's about it. So I was doing a bunch of basketball games and stuff. So
Did your brother play basketball?
yeah, he's still on the team. So
Still plays.
yeah. So if I'm gonna be at the games anyway, I might as well do it. So.
Last game I called was men's soccer against Calvin.
Wow. There's a bunch. I think soccer's going on
Just
right now.
recognize our 19 seniors for the Hope College football program. Hope College can clinch a share of the MIAA championship with a victory today.
Yeah.
Flying Dutchman.
Do you want to
Albion,
do
Trine
play-by-play or
University
color?
are still in
I don't
contention.
mind.
Next Saturday, Hope plays at Trine, while Albion will host Alma in MIAA play that concludes the regular season. At the conclusion of that season, one MIAA team will receive the league's automatic berth for the NCAA Division III playoffs. This is the 92nd meeting between Hope and Albion. Flying Dutchman won the last meeting back in 2019 at Ray and Sue Smith Stadium, but Albion leads the series with 47 wins, 37 losses, and 7 ties. The first Hope Albion game was played back in 1926. As you settle into the stadium here today on this beautiful Saturday afternoon, here are some reminders for you. Hope College Food Service has a concession stand open here on the home side of the field, just on the other side of the press box. They're there to serve you throughout the afternoon. They got hot and cold drinks, food, snacks, whatever you need, they've got it, and they appreciate your patronage. Thank you, Hope College Food Service. And we have restrooms available on both sides of the stadium, visitors and home side, and as always here at Smith Stadium, those restrooms remain absolutely free of charge.
You are part of a generation that can be the most resilient in the history of the United States of America and the world because of what we've gone through. So when it gets hard, hey, we can do this. We can do this. We can get through this. And we will.
fans on your feet to meet and greet the 2021 Hope College Flying Dutchman football squad led by head coach Mr. Peter Stursma. And now, fans, we invite you to please stand, remain standing. Our flag flying proudly over the scoreboard in the south end zone. Please feel free to join in the singing of our national anthem. Thank you, fans. So you get ready for MIAA football here this afternoon. Game time temperature will be 50 degrees. Mostly sunny skies. Wind is out of the southwest, 10 to 12 miles per hour. It's November, but we still have a UV index out there of 2. Get ready for this afternoon's football game.
Test, 1, 2.
Welcome our visitors, the Britons of Albion College, led by their head coach, Mr. Dustin Muir. Also getting ready for the coin toss. Here are your MIAA football officials today. Side judge, Mr. Mark Martin. Headline judge, Earl Adams. Umpire, Steve Miller. The back judge is Tim Collett. Field judge, Joel Joling. And your head referee today, leading the pregame coin toss, Mr. Mark Ewell.
Hope has won the toss, deferred to the second half. Albion will receive at this end of the field. Men, good luck. Good luck, Jack.
Hello and welcome to this showing of Hope College football against the Albion Brits. I'm Matt Roblin, joined by Jordan. We're here for an exciting game of football. It's a beautiful 50 degrees here at Ray Sue Smith Stadium in Holland, Michigan. Jordan, what do you got for us?
I mean, this is without a doubt the marquee matchup of the week here in the MIAA. Albion sitting at 7-1, Hope also at 7-1. Huge conference implications. This has to be the biggest game of the week in the conference, and just a great classic rivalry here in football. First meeting between these two teams came in 1926. They played 92 times, and this one is poised to be a classic, just like we've had many before. Hope's going to kick off here first. Albion will start with the ball. Two of the most high-powered offenses in the conference going to go at it here tonight, so fired up.
And here's the kick from Hope. Hope comes in after 6 straight wins, and we're going to have a flag on the immediate kickoff as the ball is sent out of play. We'll be seeing Albion's offense first in this game.
Yeah, taking a look at Albion's offense, you got to talk about their senior quarterback, Jack Bush. He leads the MIAA in passing yards per game and passing touchdowns, so this Hope defense will be tested. Hope has given up only 11 points per game. That leads the MIAA. So Hope's defense has been tested before, but perhaps not by an offense as powerful as these Albion Brits. They also have Justin Thomas, who leads the MIAA in receiving yards per game and receiving touchdowns. So two big-time clubs going at it tonight.
Yes, Hope coming off of a game when they gave up only 3 points to Alma. We'll see a rush play on the first play. That's Jack Bush. Excuse me, Jack Bush handed off to Jacob Clark. And a couple-yard gain, but looks about 4 yards for the Brits. And we'll see a 2nd down and 6 after the first play of this game. Bush in the gun with Clark behind him. Takes a snap. Play action. Looks throwing it deep. And it's completed to number 1 receiver, Justin Thomas. And Thomas is going to go all the way on the 2nd and 6 play. How about that? Quick touchdown for the Brits. And we were talking about that defense that only gave up 3 points last game against Alma. That's 6 already for Albion.
And you couldn't have drawn it up much better right there for the Albion College Britons. Like you said, they're coming in with 3 straight wins, and they strike first here at Smith Stadium. Jack Bush first in the MIAA in passing yards and touchdowns. Then he hits his favorite target, Justin Thomas, who adds to his touchdown total on the season.
Excellent start for Jack Bush today. Way to start confidently for this Albion team. We'll see the extra point kick here. Hold snap is good, and it's a 7-0 lead for Albion with just over 30 seconds gone into this game. How about that, Jordan?
Yeah, I mean, talk about striking fast. Justin Thomas, Albion wide receiver, that's his 12th touchdown of the season. This is an offense that you can't play around with, and you can't let them get confident. So this Hope team has to regroup here quickly, and just as Albion strike fast there, Hope's going to attempt to do the same thing with Chase Brown under center, who comes in 2nd in the MIAA in passing yards and passing touchdowns. So you have the 2 most high-powered offenses going at it. Great start for Albion.
Yeah, it's a confident Albion team. They just beat Trine in their last game, 31-24. That's an excellent Trine team they played against. So coming in with a lot of confidence on display early.
Talking a little bit more about the conference implications of this game. Hope comes in 4-0 in the MIAA, standing alone in first place. Albion's in 2nd at 3-1. If Hope were to win this game, it would come down to the Trine-Hope matchup next week to decide who would go on to the NCAA tournament. If Albion were to win, then things get interesting. Then we have the possibility of a 3-way tie between Trine, Albion, and Hope. So there's just a lot of weight attached to this game this afternoon, and Albion has started really fast.
We'll see the kickoff here for the Brits. Sent deep. taken by Knopfinger. Going to the center of the field and brought down around the 28, 29-yard line by the Brits. And we'll see the Hope College offense for the first time today. Incoming at quarterback, we have Chase Brown, who's had a strong season so far for the Dutch. He'll be looking to lead this offense. Starting at running back, we have Daniel Romano. At left tackle, we have Luke Marsh. Left guard, Dylan Clem. And then the rest of the offensive line, center, we have Dylan Clem. Center, we have Cole Harger. Right guard, we have Andrew Shawlett. Right tackle, we have Brady Edding. And tight end, we have Lucas Leak. Receiver, TJ McKenzie, Terrell Harris, and Ian Rampersad. Jordan, what are you looking for this Hope College offense today?
Yeah, this Hope College offense loves to get it started on the ground. Daniel Romano averages just under 100 yards a game, but they'll go a little play action as well, and they break off a play of their own.
And look at that. What a great play there. The play action early for Hope College. A nice setup there. There was a great block on the play by tight end Lucas Leak.
Yeah, that's Lou Beckler there, number 38. He just kind of camped out there on the right sideline. Looks like the Albion defense just kind of got lost, and he streaks up the right sideline for a big gain. That's about a 40, 45-yard gain there for Lou Beckler, and Hope's now into the red zone.
Another quick pass. Here's Terrell Harris, the speedy receiver. And a couple yards there.
Yeah, you got to take a look at this Hope receiving duo of Terrell Harris and TJ McKenzie, both 5 touchdowns in the season and almost exactly the same yards per game. They have both right around 60 yards per game. So nice little duo there between McKenzie and Harris. They'll look to them early and often.
All right, now Hope comes out. They have both Romano and Beckler out. 2 backs. Here's a snap. It's going to go right to Romano, and Romano is brought down after about a yard gain. That'll set up about a 3rd down and 4 for the Dutch around the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I was talking with radio play-by-play man for Holland the Van, Mike Coleman. He was saying that this Hope offensive line is going to be really tested by this Albion defense. Albion defense gives up only 14 points per game, so Hope's going to have to value the ball, try to get a little bit of a push up front from Romano.
Snap, and we're going back to Romano, and nothing doing there for the Dutch. Number 95 on the defense for Albion. That's David Akma with a beautiful tackle, and that'll bring up a 4th down and about 7 for the Dutch. Looks like they're sending out the field goal unit. So this will be a bit of a long field goal here for Dylan Hilger. Hope looking to capitalize early on that big play by Beckler, and they'll be hoping to get 3 on the board here.
Yeah, the longest kick attempted this year and made was a 30-yarder, so this will be his longest attempt of the year, potentially his longest make of the year. Try to get a clean snap off here.
Let's see, it's Hilger. The kick looks good, and just right, no good.
Yeah, that one slid right. Looks true for right about 30 yards, and then just slid right there at the end. So Hope comes up empty on their first drive. Hope's defense is going to have to step up here to try to stop the bleeding, as Albion only 3.5 minutes into this game, up 7-0.
Tough break there for the Dutch. And we'll see a confident Albion offense returning to the field for the 2nd time in this first quarter. We've got just under 12 minutes left here in this first period. Jack Bush comes out after throwing a deep touchdown pass to Justin Thomas, which was his 12th TD of the season. Here's Bush. Bush in the shotgun. Bush hands the ball off. Here's Clark, and attacked by a swarm of Hope College defenders. Brady Howe leading the pack amongst 4 or 5 other Dutch. That's a good 1st down stop for Hope College.
Yeah, Clark just had no room to breathe there. That play was dead from the start. As right when he got the handoff, I mean, there's 2 or 3 Hope defenders right on top of him. Hope will try to repeat that performance here on 2nd down.
Bush in the gun once again. He's got Clark next to him. 3 receivers out wide. Hub looking to bring pressure. Play action pass. Going back deep once again on a similar route, and it's completed. What a throw by Bush. It looks like they're going to rule it a catch. That looks like there was some ball movement at the end of the play, but it looks like he was down. That's number 5, Colby Canfield for Albion, with an impressive catch and a great throw there from Bush.
Yeah, it was solid defense by the Hope defensive back, but just a better catch there by Canfield. The ball did come loose, but they'll say that he completed the catch. Another play action look here.
Here's Bush. Bush with a laser in the middle, and it's caught by number 6, Brendan Teal. So Bush getting 3 receivers in the action early.
Yeah, he looks really comfortable.
Yes.
That play action look for Albion has been effective here so far. Yeah, Albion, they take to the air much more than Hope does,
Yep.
so Bush is going to look for his receivers.
Just outside the red zone. Here's Bush again. Albion bench getting into it. Another play action. Sack evaded by Bush, and Bush is going to take it himself. Bush is going to get about 4 or 5 yards. Nice nifty play there from the quarterback.
Yeah, Dylan Green had a shot at a sack there.
Yeah, Dylan Green, Hope defender, had a shot there at a sack, and Bush, nice evasiveness right there, able to pick up 3 yards or so, avoid the sack, and he looks just really comfortable this afternoon so far. His offensive line's doing a good job. He has time to throw. That play action has been a solid option for Albion so far.
They're staying in the gun, which they've been in every single play on this drive. Inside the red zone now, 2nd and 7. Here's Bush. Another play action, and Bush is going to throw towards the end zone, and almost intercepted by the Hope College Dutch. Well, great look for Adam Vanderkoy. Would have been his 4th of the year. And what could have been for the Dutch, Jordan?
They went right back to that play action. They said if it isn't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And they looked for their favorite target, big number 5 there.
Colby Canfield.
Colby Canfield, favorite target on this drive, and in and out of the hands. 3rd down, this is a big play here for the Hope defense and for Jack Bush to try to put some more points on the board.
They've got 4 receivers out wide. Here's Bush. No play action this time. Quick slant route. It's number 1. Oh, what a play there by Thomas. Justin Thomas with the move. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. That's going to be a 1st down and 10. Excuse me, 1st down and goal here, it looks like, for Albion. And, wow, what a great 3rd down play by Jack Bush to convert.
Yeah, shifty move there by Justin Thomas. He's just
Yep.
able to kind of shimmy there, gain 2 or 3 more yards, get the 1st down, and now Albion's sitting pretty here, 1st and goal. Hope defense being tested early and often. They're going to try to put together a nice defensive stand here.
Bush still in the shotgun. This time going to hand it off. Here's Clark. Nothing doing there for Clark. Stood up well by the Hope College defense. There's Adam Vanderkoy at the end of that. Offensive line having a good start so far for the Brits, but the Hope College defensive line held their ground there, and we'll have about a 2nd and 4. About 4 yards out from the end zone. The Brits maintain their gun formation. There's Bush next to Clark. Another play action. Bush looking, and oh, look at that. What a play. And that's a touchdown for Justin Thomas. His 13th of the year, 2nd of the game. And already in this 1st quarter, Bush and Thomas have converted for 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, nothing fancy there by Justin Thomas. Just a little poster out there, ran for probably 2.5 yards, and then cut to the inside and fairly open. Bush able to just step up and make the simple play. And 13-0 Albion, they'll try to tack on an extra point.
Jackson Cooney out here to take the extra point. Snap and hold is good. It's booted, and 14-0 lead so far for Albion. Ecstasy over on the Albion bench, and for the Dutch, a lot of concern early in this game.
Yeah, Hope's largest deficit of the season here, down 14-0, and it comes 6 minutes into the game. Without a doubt, Hope has been, you could say, punched in the mouth here in the first 6 minutes, and we're going to see how they respond. 7-1, winners of 6 straight. They haven't been quite challenged here in these last few games. No scores that are extremely close. We went 67-0 against Kalamazoo, 31-16 Olivet, 19-7 Adrian. So this is a different type of game for this Hope defense, and this Hope offense needs to put together a nice drive here.
The only time they've given up more than 14 points in the last 5 games, to your point, is against Olivet, and that was 16. So to give up 14 in this 1st quarter, we're going to see how Hope College responds.
Got to give a lot of credit to that Albion offense.
Yes.
They haven't missed a beat. I think they've ran 2 at most running plays and a lot of play action. That Hope defense being tested, like we've said.
Kickoff for the Brits. Line drive kick. Lands at the 15. Here's Nafser. Picks it up, gets some yards, and gets right past the 30-yard line. So nice return to jumpstart the drive for the Dutch. And the offense comes out for their second drive after a missed field goal attempt on a long field goal for Dylan Hilger. So Hope looking to get some momentum going. Just under 9 minutes remaining in this first quarter.
Looks like Hope brought most of the offense over there in that huddle. Probably 30 to 40 guys trying to get them fired up here for this offensive drive. Offense just didn't look awful, just stalled out there in the red zone last time and wasn't able to convert on the field goal.
All right, Chase Brown with a play action, play of his own. Brown looking to find space in the pocket and completes the pass. That's number 3, TJ McKenzie. About 7 yards there on a pass play for the Dutch. Good composure by Brown in the pocket.
Yeah, pretty impressive play there by Brown, able to evade some pressure and then keep his eyes downfield, hit his big target, TJ McKenzie, there for the first down. Not first down. We're 2nd and 1 here.
Brown is out there with Beckler and Romano. 2 backs. They're playing the gun with the 2 backs. Here's Brown. On a little flea flicker play here, and Brown's going to go deep to Rampersad, and it's just past his outstretched arms, the 6'4" receiver. So close, and a creative play there on 2nd and 1 for Hope College.
A little bit of trickery to try to jumpstart this Hope offense. Rampersad was open. He had no one within probably 5 yards of him, and then that pass just sailed a little bit. Too much time for that defense to be able to get over there and influence Rampersad, probably a tiny bit too high. Like the creativity from Hope, but now we're 3rd and 1. Hope has to convert here.
A deep shot on 2nd and 1 looked like a play I might do in Madden NFL football, and we're going to have a run here. Here's Romano, and he barrels forward to get the first down for the Dutch.
Yeah, physical run by Romano.
Well, it's a good start. First down there for Hope College. They're just past the 40-yard line. And Levi Ladd just walked off slowly for Albion. He's seems to be in pain, frustrated on the sideline. Hopefully he's all right. Here's Brown in the gun. 2 backs, 2 receivers. Hand off to Romano. Here's Romano, runs out wide. Romano has a great run going here and brought out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Solid run by Romano there.
Yeah, that'll be a first down for Romano. Looks like he was thinking about cutting it inside, and then he went outside and physical finish to that run, able to catch a couple more yards there at the end. So Romano's going to have to get going. Maybe this offensive momentum can snowball for Hope. This offensive line has to get a good push up front, and then Romano, he's a physical runner. You can see even here from the booth, he's not afraid of contact.
Yes. Hope College fans know very well how well Romano has played this week. He was named MIAA Offensive Player of the Week after an excellent game recently. All right, here's Brown on the play action. Brown goes towards Rampersad, and it looks like it'll be incomplete.
Yeah, athletic catch there by Rampersad. He made the grab, but was pushed out of bounds there.
All right, we'll see 2nd down and 10 now for Hope College.
Hope hasn't been afraid to get creative here, some play action stuff, and then pounding it with Romano. We'll see what they go to here on 2nd down.
All right, here's Brown. They're going to hand it back off to Romano. Romano sheds a tackle, but is brought down by a couple Brit defenders.
Yeah, big number 98, Noah Anderson. He just cut right through the line. Kind of a similar play that we saw last drive with Albion. Romano got the ball and had no room to breathe. That play was done from the start. This is a huge 3rd and 10 for this Hope offense.
Hope looking to not stall on this drive after 2 first downs. 3rd and 10, ball on the 42-yard line. Down 14. They're going to bring 4 out wide, excuse me. Here's Brown. Brown's going to take the ball. Brown looking for receiver, has some time, throws, and it's caught by Rampersad. And he's brought down by a couple Albion defenders after fighting for some extra yards, and a great 3rd down conversion there for the Hope College Dutch.
It took 3 or 4 Albion defenders to get him down. Rampersad would not be denied there. We're back into the red zone, is Hope. And this is a Hope offense that is used to being like rolling early, 36 points per game here so far this year. Strange to see a 0 on the scoreboard here after a couple drives. They're going to try to change that here.
And if you didn't know, Ian Rampersad is 6'4", 222, the junior from Grand Rapids, Michigan. So not an easy man to bring down.
No, these Hope receivers are pretty big and physical. TJ McKenzie also plays in the basketball team here at Hope. Rampersad's a big dude. This Albion secondary is going to have to gang tackle here when these wide receivers catch it.
All right, here's Brown. Play action to Romano. Looking to evade pressure, and he's going to run with it. Gets a couple yards, makes something out of nothing there for Hope College. So nice play by Brown.
Yeah, solid defensive performance there by the Albion secondary. Brown heads up play to be able to gain a yard or two. Hope will look to attack here on second down. Second and about 7.
Yep. Hope going to be looking to maintain solid protection from their offensive line against a talented Albion front. Just about 5 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Brown's going to snap it. Hand off to Romano. Romano running out wide. And multiple Brits there to bring him down. Nice play for Albion.
Okay, that's number 98, Noah Anderson. Once again, Smith was also in there on that tackle. This Albion defense looks well prepared and physical and fast.
Yes. Flying to the ball at all times. We'll get another third down, this time 3rd and 6 at the 16, right inside the red zone. We'll see if Hope College can pull off another third down conversion, which would be, I believe, their 3rd of the drive. Brown's in the backfield in a gun formation. Snaps it, pressure coming from Albion. We'll see what Brown can do. He's rolling to the side, and he's in trouble. He's going to be brought down around the 30-yard line. A massive sack there for the Brits. Heartbreaking third down play for Hope College.
Yeah, that's he had nowhere to go there. He was trying to get a pass off to throw it away, but that's just about the outcome that you don't want if you're Hope. They're going to try to send a field goal unit out here again. Unsuccessful last time, but Hope will try to right the ship here on special teams.
Hard play there for the Dutch, and Hilger was close on the last attempt. It went just a little bit right. He's shown that he has the leg strength. We'll see if the accuracy is there. Bit of wind out here at Ray and Sue Smith Stadium. Clean snap and the kick from Hilger. Ball goes down and it is good. That's the longest field goal of the season for Dylan Hilger.
Impressive 46 yards
Yeah.
from Dylan Hilger, and it was pretty. It was true all the way. That was almost a no-doubter there. He had a few yards to spare as well. That's good for Hope to get some points on the board just to try to build on some momentum here. It's definitely going to fall on this Hope College defense. If you're Albion, you have to feel good about where you are right now. 14-3 here as the first quarter is winding to a close. Last time that these two teams met was in 2019. Hope dominated that game 52-33, and Hope has won 4 straight in this rivalry. Head coach Dustin Buer for Albion, he's in his 3rd season, 18-3 career record. This would be a big program win for these Albion Brins if they could come on the road to Hope and pull this off. Hope trying to stand tall here in the first quarter. Put 3 on the board. That has to feel good for Peter Stuursma.
And that kick actually ties the Hope College school record for the longest field goal of all time. So there you go, Dylan Hilger. And if your family is listening, congratulations.
History here, man.
History made.
History.
That's awesome. Dylan Hilger, also an excellent tackler, as I've seen in some earlier games this year on special teams plays.
Man of many talents.
46 yards, pretty impressive there. And we'll see him on the kickoff as well. Hilger boots it deep, down to the end zone. And he's feeling a little confident after that field goal. How about that?
Hilger said thank you to the wind, and he's also feeling good.
Yep.
This seems just like a pivotal time in the game right here. About 3 minutes left in quarter number 1. If Hope can get a stop here and get back on offense with a chance to right the ship, this would be big. It just seems like a pivotal kind of momentum shifting moment here at this point in the game.
Absolutely.
It seems strange to say that when you're in the first quarter, but it's just the reality of the situation right now for the Hope defense.
If Albion comes away with another TD, they'd be up 21-3. Quick throw on the play at quarterback. That's number 9, Jack Bush, again on his 3rd drive. Albion in the gun. 2nd and 4.
We definitely just have to keep an eye over there on number 1, Justin Thomas. 2 touchdowns already in this one, and he wouldn't mind a third.
Yes. Hope bringing the pressure. Here's Clark with a nice first move out, and he brings it out wide, gets a great block. He keeps running and is brought down around the 50. Nice run there for Clark.
Yeah, David Clark got absolutely grabbed around the shoulders.
Sturzman's letting the official out there have it right now. He's asking for a holding call. Sturzman, you don't see him that animated usually. Something must have gone on out there, but regardless, Albion at midfield now.
They're going to hand it off to David Clark again. This time met by multiple Dutchmen. Sturzma animated it on a running play that brings Albion into Hope territory once again. Hope going to be looking to not let up any points in this drive. We'll see what they can do. Here's Bush. Bush with the handoff. It's number 4, Philip Jones-Price, with his first carry of the game.
All right, this has to be the biggest play of the game here so far for this Hope College team, especially the Hope College defense. 3rd and 4. See if this defense can stand tall. We'll see if Albion goes back to the play action or if they stay on the ground. They've been primarily on the ground this drive, trying to ground and pound.
The bell is ringing here at Hope. The fans are loud. Bush throws it. Looking, oh my goodness. It's caught by Thomas in between 2 secondary players for the Dutch. And that ball floated in the air, Jordan, and landed right in the hands of Thomas.
Yeah, that ball was not a frozen rope. It wasn't there on a line, and seemed like ample time for potentially a Hope defender to get down under there. But Thomas is a big dude. He goes up and skies and catches it.
First down. Brits moving quick. Bush evading pressure, going deep, and it's almost caught by Thomas again. This Brit offense moving at a quick pace, looking to strike.
Yeah, Dylan Green had a shot at him again. About an identical play as what we saw 5 or 6 minutes ago at the same part of the field here, getting down towards the red zone. Bush able to evade pressure and then looks for his favorite trusty target, Justin Thomas.
So far in this game, Jack Bush can do no wrong. In the gun. He's going to hand it off. Here's Jones-Price. Oh, and it's a fumble. Ball's on the ground. And it looks like Albion recovered the ball. Yep, Philip Jones-Price recovered his own fumble.
Yeah, everyone here at Smith Stadium collectively held their breath for about half a second. Albion was able to jump right on it. We have another 3rd down opportunity here for this Hope defense. 3rd and 2.
Wow.
Albion's been excellent on 3rd down so far today. Got to keep an eye on Justin Thomas, but Albion's love to go on the ground this drive as well.
Ryan Roberts in the game at running back. They're going to hand it off to him. He's going to run behind his interior lineman. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one. Looks like they're spotting that one just about at the marker.
And they give him the first. It's a close call there, but looks like he pushed just enough to get the first down. So, to your point, Jordan, another successful 3rd down play for the Brits.
Yeah, that's 4 for 4 today on 3rd down for Albion. He just kept his legs churning there, and it was all about yards after contact. He got hit and kept rolling. That's a weight room play right there for Albion.
Absolutely. That'll mark the end of what has been quite the exciting first quarter here in Ray Sue Smith Stadium here in Holland, Michigan. We're going to cut to a commercial, and we will be with you shortly.
You know, when you're more than a manager, you're not just saying, wow, you came in, thanks for coming in, and you know, this is what your investment did. It's so much more than that. There's so much more going on in their lives than just these investments, and it's good to understand that totality so that you can say, well, you know, I know there's a better way of doing this, or I have a resource. I know, you know, there's some other resources that we can help you with here. So it's not just financial planning. It's serving people. It's serving people and loving on people. And that's very joyful.
And our nation's capital. In 2003, Chief Warrant Officer Purnell became a Criminal Investigation Command Division agent. She was selected as a member of the Criminal Investigation Task Force to conduct investigations of detainees captured in the War on Terrorism. Chief Warrant Officer Purnell also investigated other cases, including the 2009 fatal shooting of 13 American soldiers at Fort Hood in Texas, and the 2002 friendly fire killing of American soldier and former NFL player Pat Tillman. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please join Hope College football in saluting U.S. Army veteran Unmi Purnell. Thank you for your service.
Houston Stadium, this big-time MIAA matchup between the Brits and the Flying Dutchman. Huge offensive first quarter for Albion, 195 yards for the Brits, including 2 touchdowns from Justin Thomas. They're going to try to tack on another one here as we open up the second quarter. They're firmly down here in the red zone. They're starting their drive at about the 18-yard line.
We'll see Bush and the Brits offense out again. Just inside the red zone. Play action. Bush is going to throw towards the end zone, and a tiptoe catch. That's got to be a touchdown. Justin Thomas with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Wow.
It's been a quick offense here for Albion all day. 20-3 now the Brits lead. That's touchdown number 3 for Justin Thomas. That's 14 on the season.
Wow.
For the senior wide receiver. Albion, the defense for Hope has just been stunned here. 20 points already for the Britons.
In that first quarter, we saw a 61-yard pass to Justin Thomas for a touchdown, and also a 4-yard pass to Justin Thomas for a touchdown, as the extra point sails good. And that's his 3rd touchdown of the game. What a start for that quarterback-receiver duo. And for the Hope College defense, this game so far has been, as you said earlier, a punch in the mouth.
Yeah, Thomas heading over 100 yards receiving with that catch, 3 touchdowns, 61-yard completion, like you said. And Jack Bush has just looked super comfortable today. He's made quick decisions. He's 8 for 10 for over 150 yards now. This Albion offense is just rolling. And this is a Hope defense who is used to standing tall, giving up only 11 points per game. Albion firmly over that now with 21. Look, we mentioned this is senior day for Hope, and 16 seniors on this Hope College team. They don't want to go down like this on their senior day, and there's ample time for this Hope team to come back. But with an Albion offense that is rolling like it is, it's going to be a tall task
for this Albion team and their fans and their whole organization that lost 52-33 last time they played against Hope. They're making it known that this is a different team. We'll see the kickoff here for the Brits. It's a laser and goes all the way into the end zone. So we'll see a touchback. Hope's going to start at the 20-yard line. And we'll see the offense coming out again. They've had 2 field goal attempts so far in this game. 1 made from 46, which ties a Hope College record by Dylan Hilger.
Yeah, you've got to think that Hope is in need of some offensive production here. Dan Romano, who averages 100 yards a game for the Flying Dutchman, he's sitting at 20 yards right now. And then the offense through the air just hasn't quite been able to get going yet so far. Chase Brown has 78 yards passing. There was that one long play by Lou Beckler for 41 yards there right in the middle of the first quarter. But other than that, this Hope offense has struggled so far.
Hope actually had more possession time in that first. And here we're going to see Terrell Harris out on a quick play there. Nice yardage. As I was saying, yeah, Hope had over 8 minutes of possession time in that first quarter. Mind you, they did move a little slower than Albion did with the ball, but still, they had opportunities.
Yeah, we'll see if Hope changes their pace here as the second quarter progresses. A lot of those possessions here in the first quarter, Hope used quite a bit of that play clock.
2nd and 4. Brown with Romano in the backfield. Hope still taking their time back there. Snapped, and it's going to go to Romano. Romano trying to get some yards there. Well, great interior pressure from the Brits defensive line.
Yeah, Romano's averaging just under 3 yards a carry so far today, and a lot of credit has to go to that Albion defensive line. They've gotten pressure on the quarterback. They've been good in the run stop. It's been an impressive showing so far for the Albion defense. Third down here. Hope struggled on third down so far. They'll try to change their ways here.
Frustrating game so far for Romano, who's been running free these last couple of games. All right, we'll see. Third down and 3. Huge play. Here's Brown. Brown going to throw a slant to Harris and slant. Oh, Harris is popped by number 1 for the Brits. That is.
It looks like they're going to give him forward progress. That'll be a first down. The official on the far side had a different spot than the official on the near side here. They're going to give him forward progress and give him a first down.
And that's big. That looked close there. A nice hit by John Wester Jr., cornerback for the Brits, but Harris gets enough yards for the first down.
Yeah, Harris with good physicality there, took the hit and kept moving, but yeah, that was a big hit. This Albion defense has been physical today.
Another first down here for Hope College. Ball on the 36. Here's Brown, going to hand it off to Romano. Romano has a hole. Oh, and the ball comes out of his hands and just out of bounds. So another collective gasp here at Ransom Smith Stadium, but that'll be a good game for Hope.
Yeah, Romano hit the hole hard. That was one of his cleanest runs so far. He hasn't had a lot of breathing room to operate here so far, but that was a nice hole there. Hit it hard. Gain of about 8.5 yards. Got a yard or so to go here on second down.
Second down and 1. 2 backs out there for Hope. Snap by Brown. Here's to Elijah Smith on the second down play, and it looks like he has the first.
Hope's running attack this drive has looked a little bit more successful aside from that first running play where Albion was able to stuff him, but they're going to go with a little change of pace there. Elijah Smith, he's able to pick up the first down. We'll see if Hope goes to the air here, if they keep it on the ground.
First and 10 on the 48. Hope slowly but surely moving down the field. In the gun, here's Brown. Rolls out of the pocket. Throwing towards Rampersad. Tries to keep his feet in bounds. Did he catch that?
What a tiptoe catch there by Ian Rampersad. Just took that left toe, set it right in there. Caught some green there on the sideline. He's skied for that one.
As you can see on our replay from our talented video team, what a great catch there from Rampersad, the 6'4" man with some nimble feet as well.
So valuable to have a receiver with that type of size and athleticism to be able to go up and get that. Not quite enough for a first down, but Hope's offense here looks a little bit more comfortable than they did in the first half.
Second down and 2. Elijah Smith in the game again for Hope. They're going to give the ball to him. Smith with some room, and he's going to get the first down and more, churning for extra yardage. Another good run for, to your point, Jordan, Hope College offense that is starting to generate some momentum in the run game.
Yeah, I think Elijah Smith has been a nice change of pace here. Romano and Smith, different types of runners. Romano, we've seen all year, incredibly physical, bruising runner, and then Elijah Smith, a little bit more nimble and shifty. It's a nice 2 running back attack that they have going here.
Obviously missing Kanye Houston tonight, another dynamic runner in this deep Hope College team. They'll continue to look to succeed in the running game without his presence tonight. Smith in the backfield again. They're going to give it to him. He's going to run out wide. Got a little bit of space, and he's going to get about 4 yards there on the run. They're going to call it 2nd and 6. So a solid 4-down game there on first down. Ball on the 33, and this is where we've seen the Hope offense begin to stall once they start to get close to that red zone and the field gets a little bit smaller. So we'll see what the Dutch can do here.
Yeah, this is where you earn your money right here if you're the Hope College offense.
Handoff. It's going to be Smith again, and Smith running hard with room. Great hole presented by the Hope College offensive line. And how about that as a response, getting the ball down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, that Hope offensive line is rolling right now. Smith has had a lot of room to work. And you got to kind of wonder if this offensive attack from Hope sticking on the ground is a little bit about keeping the ball out of Albion's offensive hands. Hope looking good here, getting down near the red zone. But like you said, Matt, this is where they've struggled so far today. They'll try to change their fortunes here.
Smith still out there with Brown. Play action, pressure there. Brown looking, he's going to throw to Smith. Smith going to look to make a move, and it gets down to about the 15, so some nice improv there from both Brown and Smith.
Yeah, both these quarterbacks, Bush and Brown, have shown a nice ability to evade pressure and, a little bit of improv, as you said, Matt, able to salvage a few yards out of a play that looked a little bit broken.
And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 5, so solid game there for Hope. We're going to see Rampersad check back in here on the red zone.
Yeah, you got to look for Hope here to potentially go to the air here on 2nd and 5. You got some big targets down there with McKenzie and Rampersad.
They're instead going to run it. Sweeps to the side. Smith gets some good yards, lowers the shoulder. And Hope College coaching staff and some fans upset about what they believe to be a late hit on that play.
Yeah, this Albion defense has been physical all day.
You can see on the replay, looks like he got pushed a bit. Out of play, no call. 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line. This is the first time that Hope has gotten this close to the end zone. We'll see what they can manufacture here. Smith still out in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to Smith, and wow, what a great tackle. That's number 91, Mitch Aronson, for Albion, and he's had a great game, and that's another great play.
Yeah, looking at Elijah Smith, interesting season for him so far, the sophomore from Hastings, Michigan. Didn't see a ton of action through the first 6 or 7 weeks, and then last week at Alma, 25 rushing yards for over 100, 25 rushes for over 100 yards. So he's kind of hitting a stride here with Kenya Houston out injured, unfortunately. Smith has been that next man up mentality. He's still on the field here in the backfield.
Ball on the 11. It's going to be a play. Wow, look at that, a little read option play there for Chase Brown and a touchdown for the Dutch. Faked me out. I thought he was going back to Smith. Faked everybody out, and what a beautifully designed play. And Hope College finally cracks Pater.
Yeah, some creative play calling there. We haven't seen it all day. You get down there around the 10-yard line and you dial something up that you haven't gone to yet. Nice offensive play calling there, and then a nice little run there by Chase Brown, physical, and never a doubt there on that play. He had a lot of daylight.
And that is the sort of drive that Hope College fans have been looking for all day. A strong, methodical drive, great running game. Extra point is good for Dylan Hilger. And, yeah.
Hope ate a ton of clock there, got some more points on the board. They have to be feeling good, but this defense, like we've talked about all afternoon, is going to be tested again here by this high-powered Albion offense. We'll see what happens.
A 21-10 deficit looking much different than the 21-3 deficit for Hope. So a little bit of momentum. Get the fans, the crowd, everybody into it here at Ransu Smith Stadium. And now the ball turns back over to a very hot Jack Bush.
Yeah, it's gut check time for this defense right now. We're 8 weeks into the season. You've been rolling for about 6 weeks, and now you see really, really what you're made of. Awesome atmosphere here. See if we can get the crowd into it. Ton of students there lined along the end zone. Great crowd, great atmosphere on a senior day, and it always seems to mean a little bit more on senior day. So we'll see if this Hope defense can step up.
See our video team showing some of the fans here at Ransu Smith Stadium. I couldn't find parking here anywhere. There's tailgates everywhere. It's just a great day to be in college.
Yeah, I was, yeah, that might be because you were late, Matt. No, I'm kidding. I showed up probably an hour 15 before. Parking lot was already full. I had to go park on some random street somewhere. This is an awesome event here on campus.
Absolutely. Ball's going to be taken about the 15 for the Brits. And a great hit there for Hope College.
Yeah, you talked about momentum. Maybe that's another momentum play. Get a nice start to this drive here. Carter Knopfsinger, he returns punts, returns kicks, and apparently hits hard as well.
Absolutely. A Different energy coming here into the stadium now for Hope College. We'll see if the defense can capitalize on that energy.
Yeah, it's one thing to talk about it, but another thing to actually stop Jack Bush and Justin Thomas, who have just been rolling and have faced little resistance here so far.
Phillip Jones-Price in the backfield. They're going to throw in the first play to Phillip Jones-Price. He's got a block from Thomas, and he's going to get the first down on a well-designed play for Albion.
Yeah, these offenses run a tiny bit differently. You'll see Albion as more of an air attack. Jack Bush is pass first like crazy and has the offensive weapons to do it with Justin Thomas and some of the other receivers that are out there.
Ball on the 37. Bush out with Jones-Price again. 3 receivers out wide. Snaps. Play action again. And the ball hits the dirt. Maybe a miscommunication there for the Brits offense. And that brings up a 2nd and down. Stops the clock. That's a good play there for Hope. Not sure what happened there, Jordan.
Yeah, potentially just a bit of miscommunication there. Kyle Thomas, brother of Justin Thomas, was running a little post route there, and Bush's throw was off target. That one was down in the dirt. So 2nd down here for this Albion offense.
2nd down and 10. Hope looking to capitalize on a first down mistake. Ball's going to be handed off to Jones-Price, and he's going to get about 3 or 4 yards.
Okay, this is where the rubber meets the road for this Hope defense. 3rd down has been a struggle for the Hope defense. Albion's gotten whatever they wanted on 3rd down here. We see the sideline here getting fired up for Hope. You talked about momentum. This would be a massive momentum play for this Hope defense.
Checking in for Hope College defense, we saw number 81, Ethan Riley. We'll see if Hope brings pressure or how they react to this advantageous 3rd down situation. 4 receivers out wide.
Yeah, Hope's bringing the house.
Here's the house, yes. Thrown to the side. Here's Thomas. Thomas looking for the first down, and he gets it. He sheds 2 Hope defensemen. Wow.
Hope sent everybody and tried to get to the quarterback, Jack Bush, but he was able to get that one off very quickly. And first down for the Britons. Britons' offense has been impressive so far.
And that's Kyle Thomas, the brother of Justin Thomas, with a great pickup there. First down, now on Hope College side of the ball. Hand off to Jones-Price. Jones-Price with a beautiful haul. And he's going, look at the speed. He might be gone, but he's brought down by number 4 for Hope College. That is Adam Vanderkoy, who had a interception opportunity earlier in the game. And what a run there. What a burst of speed from Jones-Price. And what a hole created by that Albion offensive line.
Jones-Price carried Vanderkoy for probably 5 to 7 yards there. That's a physical, fast runner in Jones-Price. That's his longest run of the year. And Albion's sitting pretty here again at the 5, 6, 7 yard line.
And in the blink of an eye, from a 3rd and 8 to a 1st and goal, they go back to Jones and Bryce. Looks like he's just inside the 5 yard line. And this Brits offense just moving so quickly down the field.
Hope's defense in the 2nd quarter has looked better, but then you give up that big play on 3rd down, which we've talked about just being so impactful for this Albion offense. Another opportunity for the Hope defense to show what it's made of, but Albion offense is rolling.
Jacob Clark checks back into the game after a successful drive so far from Price. They're going to look to the end zone again. Vanderkoy there is going to be flagged for PI. Tough break for the defense once again.
Yeah, I need to see a replay on it potentially, but he had his back completely turned. Not sure what the amount of contact was, but usually when the
defense number 4, foul occurred in the end zone.
Officials like to call PI. Stursma doesn't like it here down on the sideline. Here's the replay.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's a 50-50 one right there. His back was completely turned, but I don't know about that being a catchable ball. That ball was going to hit Vanderkoy in the back.
Hard for Vanderkoy there to know what else to do in that situation. Handoff here to Clark. Looks like he's just short. And Hope is saying they got the ball.
Might be loose here. Hope saying that they got the ball. We'll see what the officials say.
This could be huge for the Dutchman. We'll see who has possession.
Yeah, the officials are gonna say Albion ball.
Yeah, they're gonna say that Albion jumped right back on top of it. Nice defensive stand there by the Hope defense.
You see there the Hope College players so adamant, believe that they had a huge momentum-changing play, but the ball will remain with the Brits. That's 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, the ball's been slippery today. We've seen a couple bobbles.
Still in the gun. Bush with Clark in the backfield. Bush will snap. Goes to Clark, and Clark is eaten up around the 5-yard line. How about that play there from Drew Althouse, a senior from Ludington, Michigan.
Yeah, Althouse, one of those plays where he just got a ton of penetration right through the line. 3rd down here.
The bells are ringing. The fans are into it. Big 3rd down play here. Albion has been extremely successful on 3rd down plays. They've been extremely successful in the red zone. We'll see if Hope can stop them on this pivotal 3rd down and 3.
Albion's got Canfield and Thomas stacked there on the right side. Something to keep an eye on. Here comes Thomas in motion.
Bush snaps the ball. It's going to be a pass play.
Looking for Thomas.
Thomas.
Off the fingertips. Almost caught there by Canfield on the redirect. Similar play that we saw the pass interference called on. No flags there. Thomas tried to go up high. Ball was a little bit off the money. And, hey, nice defensive stop there by Hope. Albion will try to go for 3.
Albion took off a lot of time off that clock. They're still in great position for this field goal. But for Hope, when the ball's at the 1-yard line coming off of a PI play, this is all you can ask for. Field goal here for Albion, and it's sent beyond the Jim Hiringa Athletics Center. That'll be 24-10 for Albion.
Solid goal line stand there by Hope. You don't like to talk about moral victories or anything like that, but they were in a tough spot, and hopefully they can take some positives there from that and give the offense some momentum here. 3 timeouts left for this Hope team. Ample amount of time for a drive with some of the quick hitters that Hope has offensively. And if Hope's able to score here going into half and get to 24-17, they will be receiving the ball first in the second half. So we talked about momentum a couple times today. Seems like this drive is going to be one that we look back on at the end of the game, and the result will be pretty impactful.
Absolutely, Jordan. Saw the field goal there from number 96, Jackson Cooney. And to your point, going into halftime with only a 7-point deficit, getting the ball first in the second half, that scoreboard will tell a much different story about this game, which at least in the first and a half quarters has seemed to go almost entirely Albion's way. But Hope coming off of a strong offensive drive. They've got about 3.5 minutes on the clock after they get the ball. We'll see the kickoff here. Knopfsinger bobbles it a little bit. He's going to take it out, and he's going to be brought down just past the 10-yard line. So tough starting position here. Tough field position for the Dutch.
Yeah, Hope's going to have to pick up the pace here a little bit offensively. We've seen Hope be pretty comfortable to stay on the ground and take their time, but 3 timeouts, that's impactful, but 3.5 minutes, they're going to have to go the length of the field basically to try to add on some points here.
Late in the season, huge implications in this game. I'm excited to see what Hope can do on this drive.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you practice all year for, and late in the season, we got the leaves changing. There's a little bit of a chill in the air. You can just tell that this is a big drive and a big game.
1st and 10, 14-yard line. Here's Brown. They're going to throw it out to Terrell Harris, looking to get him out with some. Oh, and what a great play there by Terrell Harris. Look at the speed. He breaks multiple tackles. Great change of direction play, and he gets that Hope bench energized as well as the fans.
Terrell Harris,
wow.
Slippery run there after the catch. Nice blocking there by a couple of receivers. Looks like Ian Rampersad, who was one of the blockers there on the outside, getting some attention here from the training staff. He went down immediately, seemed to be in quite a bit of pain, so we hope he is okay. We're going to pause here.
Well, the medical cart is off to our left, and one of the trainers beelining for the cart right now. Looks like he's going to take it right out to the field, and they're not wasting any time. This looks like a lower extremity injury on Rampersad.
Yeah, it Looks like it's leg related here. They're wasting no time and bringing out the medical cart.
This is a lot more serious than a pulled hammy.
And it looks like they're bringing out the cart immediately. Usually you see they take a little bit of time before they do something like that, but must be fairly serious here for Ian Rampersad.
I mean, hate to see this in any game. Obviously, it stings a little bit more in a great game like this, but thoughts and prayers go out to Ian Rampersad.
Ian, who we've talked about 2 or 3 times here already today, has had a couple of really athletic catches.
Ian, also a really nice guy. I have him in my public sector economics course, and he's a lot of fun. So hope he's doing all right. It's a tough blow here for the Dutch.
In addition to serving stateside in Georgia and Washington, D.C. In 2003, Chief Warrant Officer Purnell became a Criminal Investigation Command Division agent. She was selected as a member of the Criminal Investigation Task Force to conduct investigations of the
Rampersad, the junior from Forest Hills Northern High School in Grand Rapids. Business major who has just been having a great season for the Flying Dutchman. You see Coach Peter Stursma is right down there attending to him as well. The rest of his teammates looking on, obviously concerned.
So, Umi Purnell, kudos to her, and really cool scene at midfield in between the first and second quarter. And Jeremiah Purnell, her son, stood next to her, and he gave the salute along with his mother.
And they both did an about face to the Hope fans with a salute, like you said, Greg, and then about face to the Albion fans, and the Britons fans all stood up. And what a wonderful story.
Absolutely.
Both benches congregating close to each other. It can be hard to return to action after a play like this, especially when one of your players and your friends goes down with an injury. So we'll see how Hope and Albion react. They've got his shoe off. Looks like they're putting a boot on, bringing out the cart. So looks like a serious injury for Rampersad.
Yeah, you saw the trainer down there. Looked like he was inflating one of those an air cast or something like that. They have a board down there and the cart as well. So thoughts go out to Ian for sure.
He had that high of 8 receptions in that game at Co that we lost.
He was sensational that day.
He was huge in that game. As they're going to cart him off, they're trying to get him loaded up. They've got a board below him to keep him stabilized. It looks like a lower leg injury.
They've got him up and on the cart. It's met with cheers, rounds of applause from the fans here on both benches, all fans. And it's one of those moments when it's more than just a game. It's a great bringing together of communities, and different people. Hard to see Rampersad cart it off, but we'll continue the game. Hope has the ball around the 47-yard line after what was a very impressive play from Terrell Harris.
Yeah, Harris, that was an awesome run, showing some speed there and some physicality, able to break a tackle or two. Put Hope into a nice position here. Like we talked about, a little over 3 minutes left here. Hope's going to have to move down the field fairly quickly if they want 7.
Brown in the gun. Handoff here. It's Elijah Smith again. He's just past midfield, brought down around the 49 for Albion's side. Just over 3 minutes remaining. We'll see Terrell Harris check back in after he put me at a loss for words on his last play with some very slippery moves.
Yeah, with Rampersad out, it looks like Knopfsinger will see more time here at receiver. He's onto the field now. Nice junior trio of receivers here with McKenzie, Knopfsinger, and Terrell Harris.
Here's Brown. Brown. It's going to go towards no one. A little bit of a miscommunication there for Knopfsinger, who just checked in the game. This could be a bit of an issue for Hope.
Yeah, Brown thought that he was going long, and then Knopfsinger pivoted and turned around about 10 yards short. A little bit of a miscommunication here. Brings up 3rd down, which has been so pivotal. 3rd and 6 for this Hope offense. We expect they'll probably go to the air here with Knopfsinger and Harris and TJ McKenzie out there wide. Kareem Williams also wide for Hope, freshman from Portage Northern.
Clearly a passing play here for the Dutch. We'll see what they can muster on 3rd and 6. Here's Brown. Pressure coming. Brown looking to maintain composure. He does. He's going to run for it, and he's brought down by number 42 for Albion. That is Josh Vench.
Yeah, shoestring tackle there. Nice open field tackle. Looks like Hope's going to send out the punting unit. Unable to march down the field. It was a good job by Brown to try to find some running room, but that Albion defense was swarming, and they have to feel good about that defensive performance on that drive.
And for Carter Knopfsinger, we've seen a nifty, quick receiver with good size, but it can be hard to be subbed right into a game like this. And
speaking of Knopfsinger, nice high punt here.
Oh, it's fumbled and recovered. And how about that for Hope College? Who needs a deep play down the field when you can just recover off a muff punt?
Sometimes special teams are that force in the game that turn the tide, and Hope's hoping that that'll turn the tide right there for that muffed punt by Albion. Holy cow, Hope has to be feeling good about that. The energy in here has just shifted immediately towards the Flying Dutchman. A minute 40 left, and they're sitting pretty here, right in the red zone. Chance to put a score on the board.
And Mamadou Cauley comes up with a huge play for the Dutch. How about that for the sophomore from Novi? And you saw that energy after the play. As a special teams player, you love to get something happen like that. So now, Brown and the Dutch in the red zone. They're going to hand it back off. Here's Smith. Smith with some room. Smith running hard inside the 10. And we've been talking about momentum. That is a, dare I say, necessary change in momentum for the Dutch at this point in the game.
Yeah, Chris Rexroth out there wide threw a nice block, number 89. Hope's blocking has been pretty strong there on the outside. We saw it with the play from Terrell Harris, drive a go. Minute 20 left for this Hope offense. Elijah Smith still out there in the backfield.
Ball to 8. You'd think the Hope want nothing less than a touchdown. Here's Smith. Smith running hard. He's going to get just inside the 5-yard line. That'll set up 2nd down.
Yeah, Smith was trying to kind of go against the tide there. They got the defense running right. He tried to go against the tide and picks up a couple yards.
Hope, just under a minute, around 50 seconds remaining. They don't want to leave any time on the clock for a quick striking Albion offense.
Yep, 3 timeouts left, too, for Hope, so they can afford to take their time a bit here.
Brown with Smith in the backfield. They're going to give it to Smith. He's got a nice hole. He's going to run it, and that is a touchdown for Hope College. Huge chain of momentum. A huge touchdown for the Dutch. And that makes this only a 7-point game if they get the extra point. And Hope gets the ball first in the second half.
Yeah, that cannot be ignored. Hope, the momentum is surely and firmly on Hope's side right now. You get a muffed punt, big-time special teams play. Then you get Elijah Smith. That was kind of an attitude run there. He didn't just run in there. He lowered the shoulder to end the run and showing some physicality. Hope is going to start the second half with the ball. Big-time momentum shifter in Hope's way. This is when the home crowd gets involved. It's senior day. A lot of factors here. Big-time rivalry. About all you can ask for here.
Almost blocked there on the extra point, but Hilger is good. And for Elijah Smith, this feels like a bit of a statement game. How about this guy?
Coming out party for Elijah Smith. Touchdown there. He's been running hard, running fast, running well. They'll try to continue that in the second half. About 35 seconds left here for Albion. They do have 3 timeouts, and we've seen this offense be extremely explosive so far this afternoon.
This is a Hope team that was down as deep as 21-3. So going in 24-17 at halftime is a great position for this Dutch team.
Yeah, and you've got to think that Peter Stuursma going into halftime has to mention the idea that Hope has played comparatively one of their weakest halves, you would have to say, and to go into the locker room potentially only down 7, depending on how this last drive goes. You have to feel good about that if you're Hope. Haven't been playing quite up to your potential, and then last few minutes they've really turned it on.
And football, a game of inches. A huge play by Mamadou Kali to recover a muffled punt return that set up that touchdown. It's picked up by Albion. He's around the 25. He's going to get just past 30. Is that another fumble? It's recovered by Hope. What a play for the Dutch. A second straight special teams play that results in a fumble recovery for Hope College. Wow.
It's an absolute mob scene here on the sideline as the entire Hope College team is on the field just celebrating with their teammates. Wow, I mean, we talked about 3 timeouts left for Hope, and now that comes into play. Hope down 7, 29 seconds left, and special teams coming up big.
Wow.
Hey, if your offense and your defense are struggling a tiny bit, how about special teams coming up big?
Wow. How quickly a game of football can change, Jordan.
Yeah, here's the thing. Matt and I, pretty talkative guys, and we are even left speechless here with how the last 2.5 to 3 minutes have gone.
Ball around the 30. Hope, though, still needs to get close enough for a field goal. Thrown quick. Here's Terrell Harris with a beautiful spin move. Gets close, about at the 25. Clock is running. They're going to take a timeout here.
Harris is a pretty electrifying runner. We didn't see much from him in the first quarter, and then it's pretty obvious that they're just trying to get Harris in space. They line him up as the running back there. He swings out to the right. They're just trying to get him in space to let him operate.
Hope still with 2 timeouts. They got about 22 seconds. Ball around the 25. You'd love to score a touchdown here. A field goal is still great. This is going to be an interesting position here for Hope. I'm interested to see what plays they run here. This is going to be big for Sturma and all of the coaches here to see what they can pull.
You got to look over the opposite side here. Albion, the first quarter went about as well as it could have. Your offense is rolling. Your defense has been super strong. And now what happens when your special teams made a couple gaffes? Does your defense respond, or does Hope punch another one in here? This is a big-time drive here for this Albion defense, who has looked really solid so far, except for probably the last few minutes here in the second quarter.
Yes. The building is electric, just about the 25-yard line. Here's Chase Brown, Smith in the backfield. He's going to go to Brown. Brown with space on the side. Brown's going to stay in bounds. They've got timeouts. It's a good move. They go just inside the 10-yard line, about the 7-yard line, and an excellent opportunity for Hope here. Wow.
Yeah, Elijah Smith. I mean, his back must hurt from just carrying us here offensively so far. Elijah Smith, a guy who didn't see much action throughout the first few weeks of the season. The last couple weeks has come on like gangbusters here. 14 seconds left, 1 timeout left for Hope, and they are sitting right there at about the 7-yard line. We'll see what play they dial up.
And great work there from Smith to make that cut in, not go out of bounds, recognize they have timeouts. They don't need to stop the clock, fight for those extra yards. And wow, for the sophomore from Hastings, Michigan, this is a good sign for Hope College.
And for anyone who's just joining us here in the last 5 to 10 minutes, it is really hard to explain the momentum shift that has happened. The first quarter seemed like all the energy was just sucked out of the building as Albion and Justin Thomas put up 3 touchdowns. But since then, a couple special teams, fumbles, muff punts, and this Hope offense has taken advantage. They're trying to take advantage here again and even this score.
Absolutely well said. If you would have talked to us at the end of the first quarter, we were in a completely different headspace about this game. All right, we've got Smith in the backfield. The crowd really getting into it here. Ball at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's Brown. Brown going to throw it. It's completed to the tight end. Ball. They're going to call a timeout with about 8 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Lucas Leak there streaked over the middle. He gets brought down right about the 1.5-yard line. It's going to be a really interesting situation here for Hope. 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. No timeouts remaining. 8 seconds. You have to think maybe they run a quick fade route to big TJ McKenzie or one of their other receivers that's there on the outside and try to take one shot before you send Dylan Hilger out there.
Yep. And Lucas Leak coming in about 6'1", 269 pounds. That's a big man, so that's a good defensive stop by Albion, not to let him in the end zone.
Yeah, once he gets rolling down there by the goal line, that's a load to bring down.
Yep.
So nice defensive play there by the Brits.
All right, 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line. Hope is out of timeouts. They've got 8 seconds on the clock. Time for 2, maybe 3 plays, probably 2 plays. We'll see what they do. Do they run it? Do they throw it out? What do they do? They're bringing 4 receivers out wide.
Yeah, it looks like they're stacking trips there on the left side. Lucas Leak is in there as well.
Elijah Smith, they are gonna throw. Brown looking to see what he's gonna do. He throws it. It's gonna be a touchdown for the Hope College Dutchman. 6 points for the Dutchman and an opportunity to tie at the end of halftime, getting the ball second. What a play by Brown to maintain his composure.
Sends it over there to Carter Knopfsiger, guy who's been right at the center of the action. And if you looked at a wide angle here as that play developed, everyone jumped at the same point as they realized that was a Hope College touchdown. I've watched a lot of football in my time. I've never seen a 3 or 4 minute stretch like we just saw.
Wild, absolutely insane game here. For this to be a tie game after that first quarter is absolutely insane. And for Carter Knopfsiger, a player that we hadn't seen at all until the unfortunate injury to Ian Rampersad, and there, the opportune man at the opportune time, a huge touchdown for Carter.
That's Dylan Clown. Yep, Dylan Clown is the long snapper. Yeah, he took over.
And we mentioned it a couple times, Hope will receive the ball to start the second half. And we've mentioned it a few times, when we have a rivalry game, Hope's won 4 straight. Albion wants to right that wrong. They want to get claw into first place in the conference. 7-1 team against 7-1 team. Senior day, rivalry game, end of the season. It's all coming to a T right here, and Hope has stepped up in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
And what's also unique about this game is that the Hope defense has not really stopped Albion's offense at all. It's the 2 special teams plays that changed the tide of this game. So for Jack Bush and that whole offense, they're thinking, what just happened?
Yeah, I mean, Jack Bush and the Albion offense has to be feeling great about how they played in the first half, and then you look up on the scoreboard and it's a tie ball game. It'll be interesting to see how Hope's defense responds in the second half. I think that's got to be something to keep an eye on. I'm sure they'll be hearing it in the locker room at halftime. Justin Thomas, 3 touchdowns, racking up a bunch of receiving yards. We'll see how the second half plays out, but for this Hope offense, it's just about as good of a finish to the first half as you could have.
And we saw the ball fall off the tee there. A little bit of wind here.
Yeah, our boy Dylan Hilger, school record 46-yard field goal.
Let's go.
You got to mention that one as well. He's looked good so far today.
And a squib kick. They're going to look to send this out of play here. That'll be the end of the first half. The big man going for some yards. But look at Hope College. The crowd, the bench with maximum energy, maximum excitement. What a game here at Ray Sue Smith Stadium, Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, an explosion of energy here in the last few minutes. I am incredibly excited for the second half. That's the kind of first half that makes you want this halftime to last about 30 seconds. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait to see the second half action. We'll be back with you in the second half here from Ray Sue Smith Stadium as we head into halftime. Albion and Hope tied in this MIAA pivotal conference matchup.
You might eat those, you better watch out, cause he coming now and we ain't never slowing down. It's been a long time coming. and wouldn't stop for nothing. The whole world we running, we gon' rise. We gonna rise up, keep going, we rise, keep going, we rise, keep going, we rise, keep going, we rise.
First, it starts with, of course, the generosity of Jim Herringa and his life partner and Eileen Kilmer. But that started that process in the fall of 19, and President Skog and I actually had a planned trip to go see them, and COVID hits in the pandemic, and I just am so appreciative of the fact that we kept the ball rolling.
Our baseball and softball teams will be able to have locker rooms out of this building that are closer to our stadiums and just enhance our players' experiences. It shows Hope's commitment to students.
Selfishly, I'm happy for us because this will be a fantastic addition to our program, and really it kind of finishes our facility over there. And for our kids to be able to use this during the spring will just be a fantastic addition.
And I don't look at this as it's not a facilities race. It's a completion of something that was needed for our athletes, and it's not just our fall athletes for football, but then of course in the spring with softball and baseball.
Our players will swing by this building every day on the way to practice, on game days, and that it gives us a space that I think we'll use more than the locker room space we did in the DeVos.
Some of the things I've always appreciated, I think Hope tries to build buildings that look like they've been here for a while. And the brick exterior on this, the way it just fit in here perfectly, I couldn't agree more with building buildings that match Hope and match our mission and match our philosophy.
When you walk into the stadium, like you're looking around going, this is done the right way.
I truly think that when you look at Hope Forward and the building project, it just certainly reflects our commitment to the student, to Hope College kids, and with this building to the student athletes. And as you increase the quality of the experience, as you increase the relationships that occur during their 4 years, I think that just in turn comes back with the Hope Forward. It makes kids, hopefully it propels kids to want to give back to an institution that changed their life.
The donation that was given by the Herringas is such a blessing, and it catapults, I think, the giving of others, of alumni to catch that vision and catch that enthusiasm for helping make Hope great.
It's been a long time that you guys have been waiting for this. Think about all those days that you didn't have a light at the end of the tunnel. Well, guess what? There is a light at the end of this tunnel now, and it's coming in about 10 minutes. And it's about to get real. Think about all those days when you questioned yourself. Can we do this? Can I do this? Guess what? When you band together with your brothers, you can do anything. There is nothing that can stop you. There is nothing that can stop you. Because that's what you feel. That's how you feel.
Just thank you to the people that made this possible. This is unbelievable. Thank you.
We know it wasn't what you expected. An entire year filled with uncertainty, confusion, doubt, and tension. There was loss. There was pain. We all felt the fear and the grief. An entire year wondering, is this the new normal? Will everything be all right? Yet, it was also a year filled with determination, community, innovation, and resilience. When it seemed like all was lost, we found ourselves gaining new gifts, perspectives, and purpose. We found a new appreciation for a stranger's smile, stayed connected even from afar. We had time to learn something new or revisit an old love. This year reminded us to cherish our unity, our identity, rooted in Christ as we welcome an undefined future together. And so, we return to pushing the limits of human knowledge, pushing ourselves to unknown potential, to shared passions, pursuing wisdom, and passing on traditions. We're returning to wonder, to worship, to a world where hope has a new meaning. And though it was never really gone, hope is back. And hope changes everything.
Honey, did you remember to bring the GPS?
Nope.
Oh. Well, you have an app on your phone to tell us how to get where we're going?
I do not.
Really? So you have an actual map, like the kind that are hard to fold?
Uh-uh.
You just know where you're going?
No idea.
Don't be this guy when it comes to financial planning. LVZ Advisors. We'll help get you there.
Hey, we're a little lost. Do you know where the lake is? Yeah.
You are part of a generation that could be the most resilient in the history of the United States of America and the world because of what we've gone through. So when it gets hard, hey, we can do this. We can do this. We can get through this. And we will.
I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got loyalty inside my DNA. I got total peace, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA.
are some halftime statistics for you. In first downs, just as with the score, it's tied at 12 apiece. We rushed the ball 14 times for 92 yards. Hope 22 rushes for 82 yards. Now pass the ball 10 of 15, 283 yards. Hope College 13 of 16, 246 yards. Time of possession in favor of the Flying Dutchman, about 19 minutes to 11. Individual stats in the first half, leading the way rushing for Albion, Philip Jones-Price, 5 rushes, 59 yards. For Hope College, leading the way Elijah Smith, 10 rushes, 55 yards, and a touchdown. In passing, Jack Bush, 10 of 15, 3 touchdown passes, all to Justin Thomas, who caught 9 balls from Jack Bush for 108 yards and 3 touchdowns. Chase Brown was 13 of 16. Leading receiver Terrell Harris, 5 catches for 53 yards. Of course, the only stat that matters is on the scoreboard at halftime, and that's a 24-24 tie between the Britons and the Flying Dutchman.
Welcome back to Ray and Sue Smith Stadium. We're showing you highlights from an electrifying first half. Shout out to our video services team.
Yeah, just taking a look at these highlights of the first half and taking a look at the first half stats. Both these offenses were humming in the first half. They both have to feel good about both the ground game and through the air. Taking a look at Elijah Smith there for Hope, who came in and really changed the pace for this Hope offense. Had a touchdown and over 60 yards rushing so far for Elijah, over 50 yards rushing for Elijah Smith. And then the other big story of the game has to just be the connection between Jack Bush and Justin Thomas. Thomas 108 yards in the first half and 3 touchdowns. That Albion offense was really cooking through the air in the first half. The thing that turned the tide for Hope in the last 4 to 5 minutes of half number 1 is special teams. 2 fumbles by that Albion special teams unit, and Hope was able to capitalize with a leak touchdown there to end the first half. Hope will receive the kickoff here to start half number 2, and we're all tied up. Couldn't ask for much of a better environment or a situation here. If you're a fan of either of these teams, this game has huge implications for the MIAA, and it will all be decided here in half number 2 in Holland, Michigan.
Absolutely. Once again, I'm Matt Roblin, joined by Jordan George. We're so thrilled to be here. This has been a very exciting game to watch and also commentate. Thank you all for being with us and spending your afternoon with us at Hope College Athletics. It's just over 50 degrees here in Holland, Michigan. Absolutely beautiful November day and an excellent game of football so far. One standout performance, got a note, Justin Thomas for Albion. He's been an X factor all day, has over 100 yards on 7 receptions, 3 touchdowns in just that first half. We'll see how he's utilized for Albion in the rest of the game. And more immediately, we'll see how a Hope College offense coming off of 2 touchdowns will start off the second half.
Also have to give a quick shout out to the Hope College women's soccer team. Defeated Trine just about 30 minutes ago over at Van Andel Soccer Stadium to head to the NCAA tournament, win the MIAA tournament. Did the Flying Dutch women. Annalise Lochner, 2 goals for the Flying Dutch this afternoon, so congratulations to them.
Excellent team. And that ball is sent out of bounds. So, Hope going to start off. Tie ball game, 24-24, third quarter. We're excited. We're happy you're with us.
Yeah, it's time to buckle up. I think this is going to be a roller coaster second half as both these offenses are feeling great. The difference may just be which defense decides to step up more than the other one. Both of these teams are used to giving up 11 points per game for Hope and 14 points per game for Albion. It's pretty obvious that is not going to be the case this afternoon, as both already have 24. Which one of these defenses can bend but not break? That might be the key to watch here in the second half. Hope's gotten it rolling on the ground with Elijah Smith. Looks like they will stick with that recipe here early.
Smith in the backfield. They're going to hand it off to him on a fake reverse. He's going to get about 5 yards. And Smith, who's having himself a statement game, starts off with a solid run. "24 points is already the most points given up by this Hope College defense all year.
Yeah, and heading into halftime, you have to accept that, realize like that first half wasn't what the defense wanted, and then you have to reset and say, this is our new reality. We're going to come out here and try to start fast in half number 2.
Here's Brown. There's Elijah Smith running again. Hit at the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard. And this will bring up around a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
Big play here, 3rd and 4. We'll see what they dial up. Yeah, we haven't seen Romano since the first quarter here in the Hope backfield. Not quite sure what the situation is there. Smith has come in and has been excellent. Smith, we've talked about, not the biggest guy. He's 5'10", 180 pounds, but he's been running physically.
Lucas Leak checks into the game. Brown facing pressure. He's going to go to Harris, and Harris with a great catch. Harris goes out of bounds, and an excellent first down for the Dutch. Terrell Harris, the shifty receiver, and Brown maintains his composure once again in a pocket full of pressure.
Yeah, Hope offensively has just been plugging away. A lot of run game, a lot of small gains. But then Terrell Harris is that one guy that you look at and think that he could be the guy to pop off a long play for this Hope offense. So Albion has to keep keyed in on him. We haven't seen a ton of TJ McKenzie so far, but Terrell Harris has looked good.
Over 50 yards of receiving in the first half for Harris, and Elijah Smith running hard, close to the first down. Smith running with a lot of passion and energy today.
Yeah, got to give a lot of credit to that Hope offensive line, too. Struggled a bit in the first drive and a half or so. Saw a lot of penetration from that Albion defense, but they've gotten a good push here so far, giving Elijah Smith a lot of room to operate.
Smith still in the backfield. Beckler comes out. We've got a stacked offensive line here for Hope College. We'll see if they run. It's going to be a play-action play. Brown throwing Harris wide open on the side, and he catches the ball, and he gets just inside the 10-yard line. What a beautifully designed play for Sturzma and his Hope College offense, and a nice throw from Chase Brown. Terrell Harris, another reception. That's number 7 today.
Yeah, Harris had to look around there and say, how am I this open? I mean, Harris has been a key of this Hope offense all day, and then he found no one within 5 to 10 yards from him there and was able to pick up the first down.
You saw the replay there from our video team. Doing a great job as always. Ball within the 10, and in the first and a half quarters of this game, we kept talking about how Albion was striking so quickly on offense and Hope was moving so slowly. This start of the second half looks like the complete opposite for Hope College. Brown with 2 backs. It's going to be a play-action play. Brown taking his time. Brown's going to run with it. Brown coming in, and he is hit hard around the 5-yard line. He gains a couple, gets back up.
Tough run there by Brown. A lot of times stereotype of a quarterback is the guy that likes to avoid contact. He sought it out there. He lowered his shoulder, tried to gain an extra yard or 2. 2nd and 5 here. Hope's been good in the red zone today. They're 4 for 4 in their trips to the red zone in terms of scoring chances, so they'll try to add another one here and really build on this energy that was created at the start of the first half.
Smith and Beckler in the backfield. Brown and gun. Hand off to Smith. Here's Elijah Smith. And Elijah Smith gets into the end zone. It's a 3rd straight drive, resulting in a touchdown. Elijah Smith having the day of his life here at Ray and Sue Smith Stadium.
Have yourself a day, Elijah Smith. Have yourself a day, offensive line. Hope feeling good right now. We talked about momentum a few times in half number 1, and I hate to repeat myself, but there just doesn't seem to be a better way to describe it. The energy in this building right now, the team on the sideline, and the offense just rolling.
Elijah Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, and it is a good extra point for Dylan Hilger. And wow, Hope College, after facing a 21-3 deficit earlier in this game, is now up 31-24. If you would have told me this was going to happen after the end of the first quarter, I probably would have laughed at you. This has been a crazy change in this game.
Yeah, since that deficit, they're on a 28-3 run. And that's the Hope team that we've seen for most of the season. They're a team that's able to score quickly and score in bunches. They've gotten back to their roots here as this game has progressed. But we've talked about it before. This defense, how do they respond?
Yes.
They've given up 24 points, which is far more than they're used to. And this Albion team feels great. Jack Bush has to feel awesome about his first half performance. This will be an interesting thing to keep an eye on.
And we actually haven't seen Jack Bush in that offense in quite some time.
Yeah.
This has been all about watching Hope College's offense off of these 2 turnovers and getting the ball first. So we'll see if Jack Bush and that offense continues the push that they were doing earlier. It's been a while, and sometimes getting out of that routine can hurt an offense, can hurt a team. We'll see if that's the case here. Hilger going to boot the ball. Hilger, of course, had a 46-yard field goal earlier, which tied the Hope College record. Boots it here with another big kick deep into the end zone, and we will see a touchback.
Here comes Jack Bush. Obviously have to pay a ton of attention to Justin Thomas. 3 touchdowns already, leads the MIAA in touchdowns this season. You have to imagine that Hope secondary at halftime discussed how are we able to stop him. He's a big guy. He's quick. He's shifty, but also powerful. Runs physically, able to go up and grab high balls. So we'll see what happens here defensively for Hope. Jack Bush has pretty much gotten all that he's wanted when he's out there. We just haven't seen him in forever.
And a sneaky player to watch, Philip Jones-Price had over 70 yards in that first half. Quick runner. But out there is Clark. Clark averaged 4 yards per carry in the first half. Clark running hard, but brought down by a plethora of Dutchmen. Hope defenseman looking aggressive around that football.
Matt Plethora. That's some good vocabulary right there. As an English teacher, I appreciate that. Let's go.
Hey, that's the Hope College difference when it comes to education. I hope so.
You said it.
I hope so. Play action. Oh, Bush with another evasion. He heaves it deep, but there's nobody there.
Hey, that's all on that Hope offensive front, defensive front. They were able to get a ton of pressure on him. And Bush was backpedaling and just in desperation tossed it out of bounds. We have a third down here. Hope defense has looked solid so far, but third down's been the story. Albion has looked comfortable and productive on third down so far. We'll see what happens.
The Hope bench getting into it. The fans are loud. This is football, and this is a huge 3rd down and 5 conversion. I'm having fun watching this as a fan. This is excellent. Here's Jack Bush in the gun. 4 receivers wide. Play action play. Pressure coming. Bush is going to throw, and it is caught. No surprise. That is Justin Thomas, the reliable receiver. Maintains the ball with pressure on him. And big first down there for the Brits.
Yeah, 6th catch of the day for Justin Thomas. Strong hands. You can just tell that he's an experienced guy who's been a focal point of this offense for a few years now. That's a big play.
Still in the gun. Moving quickly is Albion. This time they're going to hand it off to Clark. And the Hope defensive line is right there, not giving up anything. That's a tough play. Dylan Green there finally hits a ball carrier in the backfield. He's been so close multiple times this game. Hard player, and you can see it on the replay. Defensive players flying to the ball. That's great for the Dutchman. 2nd and 11, ball on the 35. Here's Bush. Oh, and then fumble snap. And Bush recovers it. And what could have been? We've seen a couple muffled plays, fumbles. And for Hope, this is now a 3rd down and a great opportunity for them to get the ball back. Look at the excitement here.
3rd and 15, you can tell Hope kind of feels like there's blood in the water here a little bit. They've struggled on 3rd downs defensively, but 3rd and 15, this would be a tough conversion for this Britons team.
3rd and 14, 15 at the 32-yard line. We'll see what Bush can do here. They've been great on 3rd down conversions. This will be their toughest test so far today. Bush with another play action. Pressure's coming. Pressure's all over Bush, and they bring him down. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is. And it looks like we have an injury potentially on the play as well.
There's an injured Hope defender at the 27. One's up. Right at the point of the tackle.
A lot going on right now.
So we've got a lot going on right now.
Let's see about the flag. Oh boy.
Jack Bush was dropped for a big loss.
We saw a sack, an injury, and a flag all on that play. We'll try to keep you up to date with what's going on here. As for now, we can't see who's injured. We hope they're all right.
Actually, that's Mike Ricketts, I think, out there having a word with the official.
Well, they still tend, the trainers from both sides tending to the injured Hope player.
This is the 2nd time today that we seen a player down with what appears to be a serious injury. Looks like just had the player sit up there, which is good to see. Scary situation there for a minute. It looked like he didn't move there for 30 to 45 seconds. Always scary.
And you could see the whole Hope bench down on one knee in support of their injured teammate. Looks like he will be able to get up. That's good.
Ethan Riley is being assisted off the field after that last play.
Ethan Riley, junior defensive end. Looks like he's able to walk off under his own power. That was scary there for
number 57 and 28. That penalty has been declined. Result of the play, 4th down.
Okay, so a lot just happened. We saw that injury there to Ethan Riley, who thankfully is walking up after what looked like it could have been a serious injury.
Yeah, we had a personal foul call on a couple different Albion players. Hope's declining that. We got a 4th down punt here, fourth and a mile for the Britons. So great performance by the Hope defense. We asked the question, how would they respond?
Yes.
And we got an answer there, at least here at the start of the 3rd quarter.
Best defensive set so far today for Hope College. And a muffled punt on Hope's side this time, and it's going to be recovered by the Brits. Just when you thought this game couldn't get any crazier, on a 4th and 21, this time it's Hope with a muffled punt after 2 muffled kickoff returns, punt returns for the Brits early in the game. I can't believe what I'm seeing, Jordan.
We've talked a ton about offense and defense, but it has to be special teams is the story.
Wow.
3rd fumbled punt of the game. That's the first one from Hope. Excellent punt there by the Brits, and just a miscue there by Vanderkoy. Fumbles out of his hands. Hope defense has another chance to prove themselves here, but you don't want to give Jack Bush too many chances.
Here's Bush. He's going to give it off to Clark. Clark breaks a tackle. Look at Bush out there blocking for Clark. And that's an impressive play there for the Brits. And just when Hope was feeling excellent about that 4th down and 21 that they forced, this Albion Brits offense is right on the brink of the red zone.
Yeah, and like I said, it just doesn't seem like you can give Justin Thomas and Jack Bush too many second chances. They feel like they're playing with house money right now on this drive.
And how about Bush setting a block for his running back? Play action. Bush is brought down. A sack for Hope College. The pressure starting to mount now for Hope College defense.
Yeah, Riley Schultz was there first, and then his buddies joined him afterwards. Always good to get a hit on the quarterback there. That sets him back about 2nd and 14 now. Makes the task a tiny bit difficult. You saw he was looking left for Justin Thomas, his favorite target. Good stout Hope defense there.
Field goal range now in consideration here, going back by the 30-yard line. Going to be another play action. Bush is going deep, and one-handed grab. Is that going to be a touchdown? That is going to be a touchdown for the Albion Brits. Wow. That is receiver Brendan Teal for the Albion College Brits with a one-handed snag over the shoulder, able to maintain composure and get the ball within the pylon for a touchdown.
Yeah, it's a circus catch there. Really,
wow.
Really spectacular one-handed catch. Was able to trap the ball against his body. Both these offenses are really explosive today and taking advantage of special teams miscues. Hey, I mentioned that the second half might be a roller coaster, and you can describe it as that here through about 6 or 7 minutes.
Roller coaster is right. This has the makings of a potential classic. We're going to see Hope get the ball back. 31-31, 8 to go in the 3rd quarter. What's going through your mind, Jordan?
I'm honestly not sure.
Yeah.
It's so interesting when we talk so much about, how's the offensive line? How's the defensive line doing? How are the quarterbacks playing? And then you get 2 or 3 plays that really decide the outcome of a game. And for how many kind of strange, unorthodox plays there's been, it's still 31-31. It's a whole new ball game every single time. So Hope's offense will try to just keep plugging away. They've been looking great since that first drive or two, Elijah Smith especially. Probably expect him to keep it on the ground because that's been what's working for him so far.
That is the 4th touchdown pass of the day for Jack Bush, who's had a stellar performance. No interceptions, 4 TDs, 3 to Thomas, and that 1 to Brendan Teal. Hope coming off of multiple successful drives will get the ball back. And a Hope team that's relied on its defense for a lot of the season is in the midst of a shootout.
Interesting thing about Jack Bush is he actually started his college career at Hope. He was played his freshman year here at Hope and then transferred to Albion. Has been their starting quarterback for the last couple of years over there for the Britons. So he has some connections to Hope. It's a rivalry game already. Senior day. It's all coming together here. So we'll see that Hope offense head back out onto the field. See if that offensive line can remain the foundation of this offense. We've seen them perform pretty well here over the last quarter and a half.
Yeah, a lot of great narratives for us today here in this game. Brown's going to snap with Elijah Smith behind him. They're going to play a play action. Terrell Harris is going to be the recipient of a nicely thrown floating pass from Brown. Could see that from the get-go. Design play to get it to Harris. Nicely done. Nice route by Harris. And he's been all over the place today.
Yeah, that was a picture-perfect pass there by Brown. Put just enough air under it and then let Harris go. Be quick and athletic. That was nice.
Terrell Harris, one of those players that you have to account for in every single play. So quick and shifty. And currently, Harris is lined up in the backfield. We'll see what the Dutch do here. Brown brings him out wide. They're going to go right back to Harris. Little screen play, and he's able to break a tackle and get some yards. Terrell Harris is so shifty. Said it before, an electric player.
You see there on the feed there some nice emotion from Terrell Harris too. He's fired up. He's made a couple of big time plays in a row. It's interesting. He gets hit, and then we still expect him to get 3 or 4 yards after he gets hit. It's so rare that you have a player like that, but Harris has been that so far for the Dutchman.
The Dutch at the 43-yard line now. Brown with the snap. Handoff to Smith. Nice work. Blocking. And then Smith lays the shoulder down. Look at that. Elijah Smith. Talk about a statement game. That could be a statement play. What a hard run from Elijah Smith.
Usually you see the defense deliver in a little bit of punishment, but that time Elijah Smith said, "I'll hit you."
Let's go.
That's not a big dude. Elijah Smith, nice change of direction early in the run and then finishing it off with some power.
A nice blocking out there from Beckler, the halfback who's played a great role today in blocking and running as well. A lot of players contributing to the success of this offense. We haven't named all of them, but it's been a great team effort from Hope to revamp this offense since the second quarter. So, snap by the Dutch, goes back to Smith. Smith with a cut, and he's going to be brought down after gaining about 4 yards. Doesn't go down. That man keeps running hard. And he's might even be talking a little bit of trash over there to the Brits.
yeah, you can see Coach Sturzman down there on the sideline just saying,
"Yep,
calm down, we're good, we're good." But hey, it's a rivalry game, a few extracurriculars out there, but hey, it's football, it's fun.
Yeah, great game, exciting game. Hope pushing down the field. Ball now at the Albion 43. Here's Brown. Fake sweep, and they go back to Smith. Smith has taken almost every handoff since the second quarter. Loses a yard. We'll see about a 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. We'll see if they go to the play action here. They've been so consistent with Smith. Looks like Smith's going to get a breather. They might spread it out wide.
No surprises as to what Hope is trying to do here. 3rd and 6. They bring 4 out wide.
The wind is a factor. You look at any of the flags here, they're blowing really hard in the direction that Hope's going.
Here's Brown. Brown alone in the backfield, throws, and that's an incomplete pass. Could have been an interception. Wow. Defensive back, number 5 for the Brits. That's Stephen Douglas. Had a catch at the interception. His whole body kind of flipped over. Looked like there was some contact with his own player. And
how about this? Hope's going to keep the offense on the field. Why not? Offense has been playing well. Going to go for it on 4th and 6 here. Potentially a little bit outside of field goal range. The energy and the volume in the building is turning up here.
Gutsy play. And it's going to be a punt here. A little pooch kick. Goes into the end zone. And Chase Brown, how about that? QB throwing touchdowns and punting the ball downfield.
Renaissance man. All right, Hope offense isn't able to hit pay dirt on that drive. An offense that's just been rolling recently. Struggles there a little bit to finish out the drive, and now the Hope defense heads back out.
So much going on in this game. It's hard to keep it all and wrap in my mind. It's just been so many changes of momentum. To use that word again, I'm sorry, English teacher, I need to get my thesaurus out. But this has been a wild game. So many different narratives and stories, and now we get to see Albion with the ball back. Jack Bush has had 4 touchdowns so far. Excellent game. Takes the ball at his own 25-yard line. Snaps the ball. It's going to be a handoff to Clark. Gets a couple yards.
Yeah, you're talking about stories. Jack Bush has to be one of the biggest ones. 4 touchdowns. Interesting that he has 4 passing touchdowns here halfway through the third quarter, and he has to look up at the scoreboard and say, how is this thing still tied? You know,
Yeah.
Hope's had really great answers to his offensive prowess.
Absolutely. Here's Bush. Bush going to throw a quick slant route, and it was just behind Justin Thomas, who had separation. That is a rare missed throw today for Jack Bush. Sets up a 3rd and 7. Another great opportunity for the Dutch, but Jordan, the Brits have been great on 3rd down today, so this will be, we'll see what they can muster here.
As you see, strength and conditioning coach Dan Margaret's there. He has been parading up and down the sideline on each and every 3rd down, trying to get the team fired up.
3rd and 7 at their own 23. Bush snaps the ball. Multiple crossing routes, but he's going to throw out wide, and it is a beautiful throw. Caught by Brennan Teal, who caught the last touchdown one-handed. And a well-designed play to isolate Teal on the side, and a beautiful ball thrown by Bush there.
It's the 2nd or 3rd time that Bush has thrown a ball that has kind of floated, but they've been effective. You know, it's given his receivers time to run under it and make a play.
And Brennan Teal with a nice route. Quick play. It's going to be a handoff to Clark, who runs forward but is brought down. That's Adam Vanderkoy. Or maybe Dylan Green. You know, those linebackers for Hope are flying all over the place. If I ever mistake one for the other, it's because they are flying. It can be hard to see them when they're going that fast. We'll see a 2nd down and 9 here. Bush will snap. Play action, play pressure came. A nice throw to Thomas. Caught.
All right, and here goes Margaret's again on the sideline. Another 3rd down. It's the kind of thing where we can't forget about Thomas. You know, if for 3 or 4 or 5 plays he's uninvolved, Hope's defense has to keep keying in on him, because you know at some point he's going to make a play, and he makes a nice play there. Still a 3rd down here for the Brits.
Ball on their own 44. 3rd down and 3. So many 3rd down conversions today. The Brits keep converting. We'll see what they do here. Little bootleg throw here out to Thomas, and it's a beautiful ball. Thomas in the perfect location, and he catches the ball brought down at the Hope 45. And what did you just say about Thomas? Can't forget about him.
Yeah, he's just keeps coming back. We got a quick officials timeout for an injured Hope player.
It's number 24, Trevor Sutton, limping off a little bit, and Hope doesn't want to lose any of those corners against this talented receiver unit.
Yeah, if you take a look at Thomas there on the far side, he's got man coverage, it looks like, so he might continue to work.
Okay, here's Bush. Play action. Throwing it deep. It is a great-looking ball, but it goes right off the fingertips
of Canfield right there. He had a step. He had room, but just a little bit of a drop there. Might have been overthrown a tiny bit, but that's a favorable break for the Hope defense.
Jack Bush, that was a great throw. He's been throwing some dimes deep today. Hope catches a break there. Defended well as well from Hope. 2nd down and 10. Clark behind Bush. Bush is going to take the snap. Play action again. And pressure behind him, and he's brought down. A huge sack. Jeremiah Purnell. What a sack. What a play for the Dutch.
Yeah, Purnell in pursuit. There's been a couple of times where Bush has been able to get away from this, but Purnell just a little bit too quick and then brings him down hard.
We saw
3rd and 11 here.
3rd and 11. Purnell's mother was recognized after the 1st quarter for her service to this nation. Thank her and all of other service members very much. 3rd and 11, huge play. The bells are ringing. The fans are into it. Can Jack Bush do it again?
Hope bringing a ton of pressure here.
Pressure coming. Bush is clocked in the backfield. It's Purnell. 2 sacks in a row.
He's a one-man wrecking crew. Purnell. Deja vu.
Wow. And Hope College comes up huge on 3rd down. Purnell back-to-back sacks. His mom's watching in the crowd, very proud, I assume.
Yeah, that's big time by Jeremiah Purnell. Back-to-back big-time plays. He could have kind of sat back after that first sack, but he said, I want to go get him again. And the defenses have been the story here so far in these last couple drives, both stepping up big.
Another punt almost blocked. As we know,
special teams,
expect anything on these punts. Nobody's going to touch it this time.
Stay far away.
Yep, that ball is a very dangerous thing. Under a minute remaining in the third quarter, Jordan. Wow.
It seems like everyone, we might need to do like some stadium-wide guided breathing or some yoga or something. I don't know if we all need to meditate or what's going on, but the anxiety and the energy is just really, really high here in Ray and Sue Smith Stadium right now as the third quarter ticks down. It's pretty obvious this is going to be a close ball game down to the wire.
Hope's going to take their ball at their own 15-yard line. Brown back there. Sends Harris in motion, but this time it's going to go to Romano. Romano hasn't seen the ball for a while, and that's a tough re-entry into the game for Romano as the linemen and linebackers there for Albion were all over the Hope College offensive line.
Yeah, good to see Romano back in there. It sounds like he was on the trainer's table here on the sideline towards the end of the first quarter, so good to see him back. Hope's leading rusher on the season.
Romano, a great runner. We mentioned earlier that he was MIAA Player of the Week just recently. Excellent runner. He remains in the backfield. 3 receivers out wide. Harris in motion. Here's Brown. Brown is going to throw to Harris, and it goes through the hands of Harris. Tough play for the Dutch. Ball was there. Harris had turned just when he was trying to catch that ball, and that can be a very difficult catch to make, except for a receiver in motion. Harris knows he has a player coming right at him for contact. Hard catch to make. Tough break there for the Dutchman.
Yeah, he's blind at that point. You know, you hear footsteps. 3rd and 12 here for Hope. Going to take kind of a big chunk play from a guy like Harris to get out of this situation and try to get a first down. This will be the last play of quarter number 3.
Three seconds on the clock. Fans are all over this. Chase Brown steps out of the pocket. He's on the move. He's going deep, and it will be incomplete. That's how we're going to end the third quarter. That will bring up 4th and 12. And Jordan, how about that third quarter?
Hey, back and forth. Both the defenses stepping up, offenses making plays. Both these teams are playing really to their potential right now. It's making it fun to watch. So we'll take a quick break here. We'll be right back after the quarter break into the finale of this big-time MIAA matchup.
We've intentionally never had minimum account sizes. Our philosophy has always been if you're willing to put in the work and we'll collaborate and we set the plan in place and you're willing to go along with this plan and to put forth effort to this plan, we're happy to work with you. It's what we love to do. And so we have people coming in from the very starting point all the way to to the wealthy people. It's all different scenarios. Financial planning is not just for the wealthy.
Welcome back. It's the fourth quarter here at Ray and Sue Smith Stadium. We have a 31-31 game right now here in Holland, Michigan. It's been an exciting game. Turnovers, touchdowns, everything that you could ask for in this amazing rivalry game we've seen so far. Going into the fourth quarter, Hope is going to punt, and Albion will be receiving the ball. Jordan, what's on your mind? I know there's a lot on your mind because of how crazy this game has been, but what do you got for us?
Other than that 40 seconds that I was able to actually catch my breath and and clear my head, just how even this game has been. Everything, 16 first downs for both teams, all the yards really even, just very even, well-played game. Nice punt there for this Hope special teams unit as well. Something's got to give, though. You know, we've seen the special teams, the blunders, and both offenses playing well, both defenses kind of coming into form. Something has to give. There's going to be one play or one player here in the fourth quarter that we look back on and say that was the deciding factor. We don't know what that is yet, so I'm excited to see.
This Hope defense has really brought up their intensity in the second half. They gave up a touchdown in the last quarter, But that was also off of a special teams miscue when they had stopped Albion on a critical third down. On the last drive, they stopped him on the third down. They've had multiple sacks. But Jack Bush also has 261 yards, 4 touchdowns. These two objects, these two forces are colliding at each other at a pivotal time, and I'm thrilled to see what happens. Bush is in the backfield. He's going to hand it off. Jones-Price, who we haven't seen much of in the second half, gets a couple yards.
Yeah, that was a dangerous play for that Hope defense. Looked like there was a hole about a mile wide there on the right side. Nice job by the linebackers, able to close the gap and stop the Albion running attack.
Bush in the gun. Play action. Throwing it deep. And it is caught by Justin Thomas. Thomas puts a move on the secondary and gets it within the 5. What a catch. Was that a one-handed grab there from Justin Thomas?
I can't believe what I just saw.
Wow.
That was a one-handed catch. Bush threw it 50 yards or more. That was absolutely a ridiculous play by Justin Thomas, showing why he is arguably the best receiver in the MIAA. I mean, I don't know what I just saw.
Thomas over 150 yards now, having an absolutely ridiculous game. And this will be a touchdown for Albion. How quickly they have struck. Philip Jones-Price bounces off contact, gets in the end zone, and it is a 6-point lead for the Albion Brits.
Wow. That Albion strike fast ability, we saw it a ton in the first half, hadn't seen it for a quarter or more. And they just reminded us why you can't keep your eye off of Justin Thomas, and then the running game comes in as well. This Albion offense has been incredibly impressive.
Thomas has had his hand on every single drive. Even if he hasn't been the recipient of the touchdown, he's been a recipient of at least one crucial third down conversion or a big chunk play. He's been an X factor today, the X factor for Albion. And Jack Bush has got him the ball where it's needed to be, just giving him a chance, and he's delivered.
Yeah, they obviously have a great connection, been playing together for a few years now. And if you look across the way, that Albion traveled very well to this game, and they're allowed making their presence felt. That sideline is fired up. And now, again, it's gut check time, Hope. What do you do offensively? Are you able to get some momentum going here?
38-31 after the successful extra point for Albion. Special teams, as we've seen, not a given in this game. Down the stretch, who knows what could be the thing that dictates this game. It could be a mistake. It could be defense. Don't be surprised if it's something special teams. We'll see. It's been a hectic game so far. Hope got stopped on their last drive, a 3-and-out. But on the previous couple of drives, were very successful pushing the ball down the field. We'll see how they respond to this Albion touchdown.
Yeah, both these teams need to keep their foot on the gas because the other team will take advantage if you let up for just a minute. We've seen that pretty repeatedly today so far.
Carter Nofziger is back to receive. Nofziger scored a touchdown earlier in this game. Nofziger will field the kick. He's got some blockers, cuts it inside. He's got room outside. Nofziger with a nice play. Nofziger brings out some contact at the end of it and gets the ball past the 40 for the Dutch, jump-starting the offense. That's big for this offense. Great play by Nofziger.
Special teams. Nice play by Nofziger. Gives good field position to this Hope offense, who struggled a little bit last drive to finish, but all in all, we've been very effective today. We'll see what happens.
Elijah Smith coming out to start. Chase Brown, who has over 200 yards today. He's been very adept at getting away from pressure, making big throws. He's going to take the snap, hand it off to Smith. Smith breaks a tackle in the backfield.
Face mask there. Oh, man, you can see that from up here in the booth. Missed that one.
Tough break.
Yeah, tough break. Smith running physically, was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, but if you see the replay here, got a hand up there in the face mask right in front of the line judge. He shakes his head no, so he must have thought differently, but we're going to second down here.
And you can see our camera people there with a close-up of Sturzma arguing his claim. Brown throws it deep, and that's going to be an interception. That's a huge turnover for the Dutch. Miscommunication. And that could be a play that lives That remains as a crucial turning point in this game. It's going to be up to Hope's defense to make up for that turnover.
Most of the turnovers we've seen today have been special teams. That looked like he was going for Amari Hardy, potentially miscommunication there. Big defensive play for Albion. But there's one thing we've learned from this game so far is that neither team can settle or catch their breath. This game has been back and forth like crazy. We saw Albion up 21-3. Then we saw Hope take the lead. So this one is far from over, but Albion with some nice energy on their side right now.
Albion takes. Here's Price, and Price comes with speed. There's a fumble on the play. The Dutch look to recover, and it looks like the Dutch have the ball. What an absolutely absurd play to start off the drive. Hope gets the ball right back.
I don't know what to say. Turnovers, you can never tell what's going on. We have a flag down there as well because we had an Albion player, it looked like, take off his helmet.
Wow.
We had an Albion player remove his helmet down there, so there'll be some extra yards on for Hope. It looks like not quite sure yet, but hey, Hope defense never giving up.
Yes.
Looks like he was going to take it all the way to the
fumble
house.
recovered
Hope
by the
gets a little
defense.
chase down, fumble
At the end of the
recovery.
play on sportsmanlike conduct.
Sportsmanlike conduct call.
85 of the offense.
Huge. That's a huge
15-yard
mistake for
penalty.
Albion.
First and 10.
How about that? You know, Jordan, I didn't even have time to give credit to Khalil Brown for his interception before there was another turnover.
Hey, yep, Khalil Brown, big-time turnover, then Hope comes back. Concerning if you're a Hope fan to see that big chunk run, but then encouraging to see Hope chase it down and force the fumble. Hope's offense has had some chances here in the second half and has struggled, with the turnover and not being able to convert on third downs. A little bit of a gift here from the Albion Britons. We'll see what Chase Brown can do with it here under center.
Looking to see how Brown will respond from that interception. Hope takes the ball now at the 28. Absolute whirlwind minute here at Ransom Smith Stadium. Brown's going to hand it off. Elijah Smith's going to get about a yard or two. Getting a little bit harder to get that run game going here in this fourth quarter for the Dutch. Tightening up.
Yeah, ton of time left here, 12 and a half minutes. No need for Hope to push it, to try to do anything necessarily risky. The run game's been working well. Maybe try to get it out to Terrell Harris in the flat. But Hope's offense just kind of needs to get back to what got him here.
Hope from the gun. Brown's going to throw. A little miscommunication.
Yeah, we have a flag,
and we got a
here
flag
from the secondary. Pretty obvious holding.
Yep.
Maybe pass interference, maybe a holding. We'll have to see.
You could see that flag came in a little bit late. That Hope College bench was about to erupt, especially after the no call on the last play. The last drive, excuse me. But looks like PI on Nofsinger. We'll see what the referees say.
Holding. Defense number 1. That's a 10-yard penalty.
All right, so that's holding against
First down.
John Wester Jr., defensive back for Albion. And that's already 2 penalties within the context of this drive to benefit the Dutch.
Yeah, if the offense is struggling to get the run game going, maybe the penalties can kind of jumpstart things here for Chase Brown and company.
All of this set up by a fumble recovery from Trevor Sutton. Here's Brown. Hand off to Smith. Smith running hard. And there's another flag coming in. There's a chance this could be a face mask. I'm not sure, Jordan.
Yeah, there's a flag that came from the far side. From where the flag came from, wondering if that's going to be a face mask call, but it looked from our vantage point to be a face mask. We'll see if that's what they go with.
Personal foul. Face mask.
Face mask call.
Defense.
Wow.
It's a 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Albion,
wow.
The attention to detail of this drive defensively has hurt him a little bit. We got a personal foul for somebody taking off their helmet. We got a face mask, and we have a holding call. Hope's marching down the field while its offense has kind of struggled to get much momentum here. Interesting. Hope finds itself here into Albion territory.
Albion, something you don't want to give up. Penalties, 3 of them within the last minute. Hope now on Albion's side of the ball. The energy here is palpable. Brown with a handoff to Smith. Smith running hard, sheds a tackle. runs through contact, and that's going to be a rumbling first down for Elijah Smith.
Yeah, Elijah Smith, the last 3 or 4 carries, he's just pounded the line, and then he finally breaks through there. The credit to the offensive line there. Looks like a nice hole right there in the middle. Breaks a tackle or two, and then takes 2 Albion defenders to bring him down.
Can't say enough about Elijah Smith and how hard he has ran today, how big he has shown up for this Dutch team in the absence of Kanye Houston. Here's Brown. Smith still in the back. They're going to give it to him again. They're going to run to the same side. Smith fighting hard. A little bit of patience there. Gets a couple of yards. It's a good gain for the Dutch. Sets up a second down on about 6.
Yeah, Smith has been just incredibly impressive today. Nice little bit of patience, like you said, there on that run. And, you know, taking his time. He's had some runs where he's been a bruiser. He's had some runs where he's shown some elusiveness. Only a sophomore, pretty encouraging that we'll have Elijah Smith around for a few more years for this Hope football program.
Absolutely. Brown going to take it in the gun, going to hand it off again to Smith. Same side, and he's running hard. Look at that. And we've been talking about Smith, but those linemen on that side are pushing the action for the Hope College Dutch. They are getting separation there and allowing Smith to run through these holes.
Yeah, pretty obvious that the Hope play callers just, you know, they recognize that this run game is really effective right now. Why not just go right back to the same exact play? Elijah Smith making some things happen along with that offensive line.
Here's Brown. They're going to hand it off again, and that is a clear face mask.
I've never seen a clear face mask.
That's a dangerous play there. And that's going to be the 4th penalty benefiting the Hope on this drive. You can see it on the replay here. That's a potentially dangerous play there.
Smith just came to the sideline here. He's kind of grabbing at his shoulder.
Half the distance to the goal.
See if
automatic
he
first
re-enters
down.
the ball game. That was a really awkward play. Got whipped around, and looks like he's going to stay on the sideline here. He is meeting with Tim Caberna down there, head athletic trainer here at Hope. So we hope he's all right.
Yep. Romano will check back into the game. Hope in the red zone, ball at the 12-yard line. They're going to give it to Romano. They're going to run the same side. Romano's cutting out to the side. Romano running hard. Romano gets inside the 5. And Romano coming back in the game. Don't forget about Daniel Romano.
Yeah, this Hope run game is punishing right now. This has been just they're winning with physicality right now up front, and Albion hasn't shown much resistance at this point. We'll see if Hope can plunge into the end zone. Second down.
Under 10 minutes now remaining here at Ray and Sue Smith Stadium. Second down, 4 yards to the goal line. They'll give it to Romano. Romano running hard, and he gets in the end zone. What a huge touchdown for the Dutch. And with this extra point, they can tie the game. And Romano says, don't forget about me. I'm a hard runner too. Gets in the end zone. He's had an incredible season, and this is one of the most important touchdowns of his career.
As impressive of a drive as we've seen from Hope today. They were not going to be denied, aided by a couple of penalties, and then the run game just turned on right there at the end. Big extra point here from Dylan Hilger.
Yes. Between Romano and Smith, how many times have they broken through contact for those extra yards? Hilger with a huge kick. Hilger's going to boot it, and it is good. Tie game.
Yeah, most impressive part about all those runs, it's not like they had the most space in the world. These guys are breaking tackles. Credit to that offensive line. You can feel a little bit of a rejuvenated energy here in Smith Stadium. And again, tie ball game here as we've had for most of the day.
Jordan, this has the makings of a football classic here in the MIAA conference. I'm thrilled to be watching. Back and forth action, 38-38. How about a shootout for this Hope College team? Haven't seen that at all this season at this scale. Jack Bush and that Albion offense now gets their chance to respond and counter to that successful drive by the Dutch. What are you going to be looking for from this Albion offense?
Well, it's just interesting. Hope shown one way to win for most of the year. Just punishing defense and then some high-scoring offense. Today, if they are to pull out this victory, it would be a different type of victory for this Hope team. Albion, similarly, used to playing in low-scoring games. This would be really encouraging for either of these teams if they were to win, that they're able to play and beat people a couple different ways.
Well said. Hilger's going to look to kick. Hopefully the ball stays on the tee this time on a windy afternoon here in Holland. Here's the kick from Hilger. It's booted down the side. It's going to be picked up by the Brits.
Big hit over there.
Went flying into Albion's bench.
As we take a look at the stats here, one thing that does stand out that may end up being a little bit of a turning point and something to point to for this game is time of possession. Hope has 31 minutes to Albion's 19, and the way that Jack Bush has been playing, the more that you can keep him off the field, the better at this point with Justin Thomas and Jack Bush just rolling. So Hope's done a good job of that in the second half here. Defense is going to have to step up.
Jack Bush, over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff, and the Hope defense is right there. Toby Holst, the junior safety from Caledonia, with a huge tackle there. And we'll see a 2nd down and 10, no gain for the Brits. Philip Jones-Price, who has over 100 yards rushing on only 8 carries.
Impressive.
Is in the backfield. Play action. Throwing. Here's Thomas. And look at the tiptoe catch there, Jordan.
Yeah, guess who? Justin Thomas.
That's his 10th catch of the day.
10 catches today for Justin Thomas.
Yeah, it's not like he had a ton of space there. A little bit of traffic, able to change directions quickly. Toe tap on the sideline for the 1st down gain.
In the gun again, as they've been virtually all game. Here's Bush with the handoff to Jones-Price. Going to get about 3, maybe 4 yards.
It seems like at this point of the game, it's just going to come down to physicality. You know, who's able to win the trenches, win the line of scrimmage. Albion gets a nice gain there. As this game's gone on, we've seen more physical tackling, more physical play up front.
Clark in the backfield now, in motion. They're going to hand it off to Clark. Clark with a little bit of space, and he rumbles forward for a couple big yards for Albion. Hope bending but not breaking, but another 3rd down.
This is going to be an interesting play here. 3rd down opportunity for Albion. We'll see if they go back to that patented play action that they love so much, but the ground game has been working for them. Huge opportunity for the Hope team. As you like to say, the bells are ringing.
The bells are indeed ringing, Jordan. 3rd and 2. The fans, they're into it. The bench is into it. Bush snaps, throwing pressure, and a beautiful completion there. Simple play, and guess who?
His 11th catch of the day. No surprise. He's their safety valve. Whenever they need a big play, they look his way, and he just seems to kind of manufacture big plays.
And multiple.
Taking underneath 8 minutes.
Yeah, multiple times today when Thomas has had man coverage or he's been able to use a little slant route or curl route out in zone, he's just hard to stop. And a deep throw here, no doing for Bush. And they had a chance there. There was some separation for Teal.
A lot of green grass in front of Teal there. If you're the Hope defense, you're glad that Bush overthrew that one because he might have taken that one to the house if that had been completed. 2nd and 10 here. This would be a big stop on 2nd down to force a long 3rd.
Ball now on Hope's side of the field. Here's Bush. Here's Clark. Clark, and his fumble forced. Clark's able to recover and push out of bounds. Hope defense coming up big, going aggressive, trying to strip that ball away, Jordan. That's an impressive play. And the strength and conditioning coach for Hope.
Yes, sir. There he is. You see him on your screen now. Here we go.
That's right. Thank you to our camera crew for that excellent shot. He's been doing that all day. 3rd down and 14. It is loud here. 3 out wide and a tight end. Here's Bush. Bush is going to throw to Thomas. It's caught by Thomas, and he's just there. It looks like it's going to be a 1st down, barely.
Thomas. Just couldn't be more impressed by Thomas. He found a little bit of daylight there and then a physical finish to that catch and run.
Wow. 3rd down and 14. They need exactly 14 yards. What do? They get exactly 14 yards to Lance Thomas.
We've seen
Thomas, excuse me.
We've seen Bush do that a few times. You know, he converted on a 3rd and 15 earlier. Pretty impressive.
Handoff here to Clark. Clark's going to run out wide, breaks the tackle, and is brought down.
Getting down, inching towards field goal range. Albion's kicking game has been a bit inconsistent this year. 7 for 14 on field goals for the season are the Britons.
And we talked about stories today. Another story, Albion keeps converting on these 3rd downs when it seems improbable. Bush snaps. Bush is going to throw to Thomas again. Complete. Yep, they're going to move the chains. That's another 1st down. I think I've lost track of how many catches Thomas has today.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to get a well-deserved breather. Actually, we got a timeout on the field here for Hope. Try to regroup and stop the bleeding a bit here on this drive.
Just under 6 minutes left. 38-38, a surging Albion offense. Hope defense looking to bend but not break here. Don't rule out the potential of a turnover. We've seen a lot of muffed plays, fumbles. The ball has been very slippery today, Jordan. For this Hope defense, what are they looking to do here? This critical junction.
Today, just when you think something is a sure thing, it isn't. So Albion may be marching down here, but like you say, turnovers have been a story. Today, miscues have been a story. But maybe the biggest story has been Justin Thomas and Jack Bush. You got to think that he's going to go right back to Thomas. But, hey, that Albion run game has been good as well. For Hope on defense, you got to try to, you know, I don't know if you double him, if you keep 2 eyes on him, 3 eyes on him. I'm not sure. But you got to do something to contain number 1.
And what's hard about that is we've seen Brennan Teal, for example, with that one-handed catch, the other receivers being successful. This is a hard problem to solve if you're the Hope College defense. Play action. And Bush is going to be brought down. Looked like, I'm not sure if that was a read option or a broken play, but no doing there for the Brits.
Yeah, thought he would hand that one off, but decided to pull it back and look for some daylight. Couldn't find any. 2nd and 9 here for this Brits offense that is just rolled for most of the afternoon.
2nd down and 9. Clark in the backfield. Bush in the gun. Snap by Bush. This time goes to Clark, and Clark has space. Brought down by 2 Dutchmen, but that's a big gain for Albion. Getting deeper inside the red zone. They're going to mark it at the 13-yard line. Albion moving quick. It looks they've got 3 receivers, the short side, and a big formation shift here. Clark in the backfield. A fumbled snap picked up by Bush. Bush is just going to throw it, and the Hope bench is looking for a flag. That's going to be an intentional grounding call, Jordan. That's big. Intentional grounding call.
Penalty is a loss of down at the spot of the pass. 2nd down.
That is a loss of down at the spot of the foul. They're going to mark the 26-yard line. So for Hope, defensively, that's a gift.
Yeah, I mean, we had the bobbled snap. Good job by Bush to recover it, but then Hope applying some pressure, and that's going to back him up like crazy here. Basically to the edge of field goal range for this Albion team. So a couple of big defensive plays here.
2nd and 23 for the Albion Brits. Bush and Thomas have delivered time and time again. This time they're going to hand it off to Clark, and Clark has room. Clark breaking tackles. And wow, what a big pickup by Clark. Looked like the defense was anticipating a pass. There was a big hole there for Clark. And now a big 3rd down play is presented.
Yep, so 3rd and 6 here, ball's on the 8. Basically a goal-to-go situation at this point. 3rd downs have been one of the big stories here this afternoon. Another opportunity.
You can see on our live stream how excited everybody is.
Yeah, locked in.
Absolutely locked in. 3 receivers out wide for the Brits. Bush is going to take the snap. Pressure coming from all angles, and they're going to bring him down. It is a sack for the Hope College Dutch on a 3rd and 6. And once again, the Hope pressure comes in clutch.
Hope dialed it up. We've been asking for 3rd down stops all day, and Hope's defense has struggled, but then when you bring the pressure, you're able to get to the quarterback, and it looks like Albion's going to roll out the field goal team, a field goal team this year that has not been a sure thing. So that Hope defense, you got to give a ton of credit to him right there.
And you saw Toby Holst, the safety, once again flying in that backfield to make a play.
Opportunistic for sure.
And for this field goal, look for a good hold, a good kick. Nothing is easily taken on the special team side of the ball. Pressure coming, the kick is up, and the kick is good for Albion, so they will take a 41-38 lead. That is a clutch kick there from Jackson Cooney, and we have 3.5 minutes left, Jordan.
3.5 minutes. So we saw a similar situation to this at the end of half number 1, where we said, hey, Hope's got a few timeouts. They got 3.5 minutes. They got to march down. And it would be interesting to see how Hope approaches this offensive drive if they decide to keep it on the ground. We saw Elijah Smith go down with an apparent injury last drive. We'll see if he's back out there, if they roll with Dan Romano, who's been such a beast this year. Yeah, you got to have a lot of trust in this Hope offense to perform well here. We'll have to see what happens.
The Hope College and Albion College teams first played each other in 1926. They've had a lot of good games over the years. Jordan, this might be one of the best. This has been an incredible game with so many twists and turns, different storylines. And thank you all for joining us to be a part of it.
Yeah, it feels like a privilege to be here and just witness it and call it. Interesting, Albion is the only MIAA opponent that Hope historically has a losing record to. So, you know, Hope Calvin is always the big rivalry, but hey, Calvin doesn't have a football team. Albion is Hope's big football rival, which makes this even cooler.
Kick will soar into the end zone. Doesn't really soar, kind of drives into the end zone. And we'll get a touchback for the Dutch. And out comes this offense at a critical junction in this game.
One person's going to be the difference. I mean, if this game goes Albion's way, I think you have to say that it's Justin Thomas. He's the difference. 3 first-half touchdowns and just some spectacular plays. But for Hope on this final drive, you have to wonder if it's a guy like Terrell Harris or T.J. McKenzie who makes a big chunk play for this team. Looks like Romano is going to go back out there. Elijah Smith is going to remain on the sideline.
Romano, a hard runner. He's been successful all season, and Hope will rely on him in the backfield to start off this drive. Chase Brown lines up in the gun. He's going to snap it. It's going to be a play action to Romano. Brown is going to go deep, and here's Knopfinger. It's caught by Knopfinger. He throws it deep, and what an incredible catch. And Hope goes aggressive on the first play. How about the guts from this team to do that? And Carter Knopfinger, who scored a touchdown earlier, comes up huge.
What a call by that Hope College offense. And Chase Brown with a dot, an absolute dime to Knopfinger. Makes a big-time catch in traffic, throws it into the wind, and Hope, you know, they've been conservative offensively here, a lot of running game. They've done well, but why not take a shot there right in the first play of this big-time drive?
Wow.
That's huge. That's huge.
Wow. Hope College clearly playing to win this game. What a strike, what a play call. This is Hope College football here at Ray Sue Smith Stadium. And the teams take a second to regroup.
We have an Albion player down. Looks like he was holding his leg initially. Not sure if it's a cramping situation or something a little bit different. Looks like he's limping off. That's number 93 for the Britons.
It's Jarius Ballard, defensive lineman, limping off the field. Glad to see that they're up and able to get out. Prayers are with him.
1st and 10 here at the 30-yard line. Yeah, Hope has everything at its disposal right now. You know, with the timeouts and the time on the clock, can hit the running game hard. You can go with some screen passes, as we've seen. Hope's able to really open everything up, get creative here, and try to punch it in.
Hope's going to snap. Here's Brown. Brown with another play action. Going to throw, and it's caught. It's Lucas Leak, the big tight end. Oh, there's a fumble on the play. It looks like Albion's going to recover the fumble. And the Brits recover the fumble just outside of the end zone. and pandemonium ensues over on the Albion bench.
Yeah, he actually forced it with his helmet. Lowered the shoulder there and then punched out that ball. Man, just turnovers have been the story here, and Leak unable to hold on to that one. 2 timeouts left for Hope. Albion will be pinned way back here, basically in their own end zone. 3 minutes left. You never say never, but that's a big momentum play, and Hope has some work to do here.
And speaking of storylines, Khalil Brown, who lowered his head there to force the fumble, also the player who had the interception earlier. Huge defensive performance for Khalil Brown. Hope bringing the pressure. It's a handoff. And for Hope, they're looking for a 3-and-out here.
Yep, absolutely. Hope going to spend a timeout here. They're going all in here, hoping to force a 3-and-out.
Can't say enough about how excellent of a hit that was by Khalil Brown. And for Hope College, that's heartbreaker right there. To be that close, taking the lead. You think you're about to go in the end zone, you have all the momentum, you know?
In any other game, I would say that was just an absolutely shocking, crazy play. But I think we've seen 3 or 4 or 5 plays like that. Just none have stood out that much because of the time and score and situation. Hope still have a defensive chance here, but Albion's offense has just been able to pick up 8, 10, 12 yards pretty much at will today with Justin Thomas and others.
Yes, the hearts are racing here at Hope College. Fans showed out so well for today. We're glad to have everyone here, and so many implications from this game. These players giving it their all the seniors here on Hope College's senior night looking to leave their mark on this team in this excellent game. 2nd down and 8. Hope, after using their timeout, massive play here. Bush is going to throw the ball. Pressure's coming. He's still up, and the Dutch are going to bring him down.
Yeah, he was looking for Thomas over there. Thomas was kind of sneaking around, was trying to maybe cut inside, but he never quite ran a route. He just ran 10 yards straight forward. You saw Bush was looking to his right. That sets up what is the biggest play of the ball game right here.
3rd and 6. It doesn't get bigger than this, as you just said, Jordan. And I'm nervous just watching it from the booth. They're going to line up in the gun. 3rd and 6. Bush snaps. Play action play. He's going to Thomas, and it is that caught? Is that caught? It is caught by Thomas. Wow. And Albion stands go nuts. That looked like it was going to be an incompletion with the defense from Trevor Sutton, but Thomas somehow makes a catch on that juggled play, and that is a heartbreaking 1st down for the Hope College Dutchman.
Yeah, there's really not much more that Sutton could do at that point. He had it covered really, really well. He deflects it, just pops up in the air about 6 inches, and Thomas is able to somehow come down with it. We've seen Thomas all day, just such strong hands, and that's the biggest play of the ballgame right there.
1st and 10, 15-yard line. And the ball is given to Clark. Clark maintains ball security. Just under 1:30. Hope is going to leave their final timeout. They're going to use the final one. A 1st down here virtually ends the game, but for Hope, that 3rd down play, heartbreaker, you know?
Yeah, they played it well, and that's just when individual players make big-time differences. Justin Thomas did just that, and he's one of those transcendent guys in this game that can make things happen just by himself, and he did that right there. It was well covered, but man, Justin Thomas, holy cow!
Wow.
Can't say much more about him that hasn't already been said.
Yeah. And think about what would have happened if he didn't catch that ball, right? The clock stops. Hope retains a timeout going on the offensive drive. That's a bold call there from the Brits. But at the same time, it's not surprising at all, because what's been the formula to success for their game all day? It's been Brown and Thomas.
Hope out of timeouts now, minute and a half left or so. Albion just trying to run a few plays here and pick up a first down. First down would end the game virtually.
2nd down and 9.
Wouldn't be surprised if they just go back to Thomas here after this running play on 2nd down.
Clark gets the ball. He's going to set up a 3rd down. It'll be about 5 yards. And if Hope can't stop them here, this game is over.
Yep, 3rd and 3 here. Wouldn't be surprised if they just go the conservative running play to try to avoid any type of turnover or anything like that, but also would not be surprised if they try to go on that short side to Thomas or something like that.
Yep. If they do go in the passing game, the risk they have is stopping this clock. Hope is out of timeouts. Bush lines up. It looks like in the shotgun.
Yeah, they may take this down and just call a timeout here at the end of the play clock.
Good call.
Well, we'll paint the picture for you here, or attempt to at least. This game has been, I don't know, I would call it a roller coaster, but I don't know if a roller coaster even describes it. Hope went down 21-3, came all the way back and took the lead eventually. 4th quarter's been incredibly back and forth, a few different tie scores, and then Albion hit a field goal after a nice Hope stop last drive, and then Hope was knocking on the door, and a Lucas Leak fumble cost them a touchdown opportunity, a nice defensive play by the Britons, and Justin Thomas made what may be the play of the game, huge 3rd down and converting catch just a minute ago here. So this play next will decide it. If Albion can pick up the 3 yards, then this one will be over.
And it looks like Albion may just be able to nail this with the clock. What do we have, 41 seconds?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, they're going to line up a victory.
I didn't realize that.
I didn't realize that at first either. And that will all but end the game. What a game today for Jack Bush, for Justin Thomas, and honestly for both of these two teams. It's been a tremendous game. I feel like I've aged multiple years just sitting here watching.
Yeah, incredible performance. Got to give so much credit to this Albion team. Their offense looked great all day, and then the defense came up with a big play when they needed it. This will shake up the standings in the MIAA for sure. Places a lot of importance on the Hope game against Trine next week, and we'll have to see what happens there. So congrats to that Albion team. Albion wins 41-38.
Yeah, and we'd like to thank everybody who's a part of this broadcast, our video team, Steve Secor, Phil Blau, Freddie Velasquez. Even though he's not here, he'll get very mad at me if I don't give him a shout out, and all of our great camera people, our replay operator. It's been a tremendous game. We thank you guys all for being with us and watching and spending your afternoon with us. You saw those replays for the game today. For Jordan George, I'm Matt Roblin. Thank you for being with us. Have a great rest of your weekend.